I used to go and I would like just stand by the Mortal Kombat machine, and like the older kids would just be like pumping in quarters, and they would bang out these dope fatalities and shit. Like in the arcade, dude, I've never done a fatality in the arcade. That's crazy. Like I have to have the codes next to me, and I'm like, all right, I was playing against nobody. Like it would just be me against the computer, so that I could try and bang out the fatalities at the end, because I'd always panic and never pull it off in time if I was playing against somebody. Like I could never do it live. Too much.
I was gonna try to be all cool and be like, I can't remember if I did, but no, I did not either. What do I say that hasn't been said, Dave?
Cock, dick, balls.
I love it.
And here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 113 of Insensitive Culture. You should know me.
So what?
You know my guy over
And
here.
that fool Blazer, Ramon.
On the other side, as usual. And we will forever be
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Keep it going.
I keep wanting.
Keep it going.
I keep
Keep
wanting.
it going.
No, we're gonna keep it going then.
Whoa, who said that? You, sir? Down here in the front? You're welcome.
Oh man, Dave. That could be you, bro. That could be you.
I always want to hit the drums like Johnny did. I can never do it on time for the Johnny Quest. That's always off 100% of the time. It sucks.
You could be coming out to a crowd like that. Yeah,
I think I would turn
as a
red and
stand-up
just
comedian.
walk away.
Just get crippling anxiety and just
That sounds
shut
accurate.
his ass down.
That would be funny.
Shut down like Quest after he drank a glass of milk. Just crouch down,
Out of commission.
crying.
Out of
That
commission.
would be tough.
Like 2%, not whole milk.
Oof.
Cream. Half and half.
ooh,
Wait, what's
heavy
worse?
cream.
Whole milk.
Ah, that's so gross. I always like it's funny because we like eating ice cream, and that's
Yeah.
essentially what heavy
For
cream
sure.
is.
For sure. With some sugar
Flavored-
on it
yeah.
and some eggs.
Flavored
yeah.
heavy cream is what ice cream is.
And I
But
make
yeah,
it worse. I want chunks of brownie and cookie dough and shit in there. Like, fuck my shit up.
but like drinking,
Yeah.
drinking a glass of heavy cream just sounds like
I used to shoot
so
the little half and halves in restaurants when I was a kid. Dude. I don't know what's in it. It's a half. Wait, it's half what and what? What
half
is
cream, half milk.
Half cream, half milk?
Yeah,
Is that
They
what
were
half
good.
and half is?
yeah, I believe
mean,
so.
It's just that's nothing crazy.
No.
It's like Drano or
That
anything,
makes
bro.
sense.
It's just half and half.
No, yeah, it's half and half. But
I don't want
still,
my
Oh,
milk
it's
too
too fucking
creamy.
gross.
No,
You might
it-
as well
it
be
was.
like taking the pink packets of fucking
Oh,
sweet and low.
No, my grandma was snatching all those up, bringing them home. She wasn't leaving any for me to munch up.
But you ever taste that shit outside of the, like, just raw?
No.
The sweet and low? Yo, that shit is nasty.
no. Why would I ever do that?
Just
I
a
don't-
little taste.
because maybe you're a kid and you're eating the sugar packets and they ran out of sugar packets, so you're like, fuck it, I'll go with the pink one. Like it's not any different because you're a kid. You see them put it in the coffee, so it's like that must be
never.
sweet, right?
Sugar cubes. I would eat sugar cubes when I was a kid. I feel like, I don't know why, but they just seemed like candy to me. They just looked so delicious. Little sugar cube. I don't know.
Yeah, I used to do all of that shit because my parents drank a lot of coffee, so it was,
It's always there.
They didn't drink
Sounds-
alcohol. There was coffee addicts, so there was
Caffeine.
plenty of sugar around.
It just sounds so nasty. Like what's
Eating
it called?
sugar?
Aspartame or whatever.
Oh, that's the NutraSweet. That's the blue packs.
Either way, it's just like
NutraSweet. That's what's in like
I don't think
diet,
I've ever-
Diet Coke, right? Isn't
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's why
the
I hate. That's
aspartame.
why I can't drink diet sodas.
I could drink
I'd rather
that
drink no soda than diet soda. Can't do it. So gross.
that nasty ass aftertaste.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was just a curious kid, and I learned at a very young age that those sweeteners are so sweet that they don't taste good if you just eat them raw.
Right.
Okay.
That's fair. Neither do sugar cubes. For the record, they were not great. But I still,
I mean,
they were
taste
very
better
grainy. They're better than
but I mean, it's
NutraSweet
still
and shit.
sugar.
Yeah.
Like, trust me. Have a little, just to take a little, next time you're at the diner, just take a little taste of that shit, and you will
You know
make
what?
sure
I'm
you
gonna do
have
that.
your food already.
I'm
so
gonna do
you can
that.
wash it down.
I want to taste it.
Yeah.
I gotta know.
As a matter of fact, that mustache you're sporting right now, that shit looks like you're
Put a little bit in there, huh?
that shit looks like
You look like
it's making you a
Diner
little bold.
Dave.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Grill cook.
Yeah.
I used to do a little cooking back in the day
Yeah?
through college. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm a
We
mean.
probably
I'm
talked
a
about this.
mean cook. I'm a mean cook.
I told him, man, it's only white guys that can pull off mustaches like that. I can't
Yeah,
do
it did not work for me when I tried it.
I've
It
never
wasn't
tried it.
terrible. I didn't think it was that bad. And I mean, you rock that beard all the time, bro. If it were just a mustache, I mean, it's a thick ass mustache. There's no patches in it. Like, it would be a legit mustache. It would just be like, would you feel comfortable wearing it?
I didn't say that I couldn't grow a mustache. I said that I can't pull it off.
I mean, how do you know? I've never seen you with a
I
mustache.
mean, you know, that's very true.
Let's do it. All
I
three
think
of us
it's because I've
next
seen
week.
my brother with just a mustache.
Let's mustache here. Which one?
My brother Papo, I've seen him without with just a mustache. I'm like, yo,
I
You
say
gotta cut
if
that
we
shit
hit
out.
2,000 followers on IG, you rock a mustache.
2,000. That's
That's
too
not
soon.
enough.
What? Yeah, we've been getting like 2 a week, bro. You'll be 80 by the time.
Yeah, I
we hit
mean,
that.
by the time we get there,
I think 2,000 is reasonable.
2,000,
2,000.
bro. I will.
I'll start
I don't
a
care.
campaign.
I will. I don't care. I will do it. My girl, you would have to deal with my girl. She would not
I mean, the
be
shit
happy.
goes back.
I know. I understand. I understand. But
she be
she would not
heated?
be
Would she
happy.
be
She would
heated?
look at me every day and just be like, "Oh,
Just see
Be
when
like,
she
yeah.
groans.
Don't you still want to marry me?
yeah, I know, right? You're right. I don't give a fuck though.
There you go. 2,000.
If we-
2001.
Get us two there, guys.
that's too soon. It's too soon. I was gonna say if
I
we
might
get to
just
like
pay for somebody to fill this up.
Yeah, I'm going to get a click farm
We're gonna
to.
wake up. We're gonna have 5,000 followers tomorrow.
I was gonna say, yo,
Some
if we
UK click farm.
if we get up to 5,000 for sure,
Right.
I'd shave my head, shave my beard, and just keep the mustache.
Eyebrows too?
No,
Oh.
why eyebrows?
10,000.
No, I'm not shaving my eyebrow. That shit would look crazy.
Yeah, but shaving your head, like you've already done the really low shit.
Yeah, the problem
And
is
shaved your
like
head. I don't think
shaving-
you've shaved it, have you?
Yeah. Well, I've gotten it down. Like, yeah,
He gets it down
Like a
pretty
1
damn short.
or
Yeah.
a 0 rather.
yeah. But I always rely on having
about
my
picking
beard
it?
with the
Right.
shaved head. But I said I will shave
So
With
you look like
both.
with
Yeah,
both
that'd
and
be
just a thick
interesting.
ass mustache.
Like-
just pull off the Steve Harvey.
Tom Hardy and Charles
I don't
Bronson.
even know that I've ever
Bronson.
seen you without facial hair.
Probably when we first met. I probably
Do you have
had
a beard
chin
back
strap.
in 2001?
No, didn't
Full
you have
ass?
like a little neck?
Yeah, like a little chin
thing?
strap. Yeah, like a little chin strap. Yeah, man.
strap?
Yeah, when you're too young to grow a beard,
You just get what you
you
can.
get what you
that
got.
chin
You
strap
connect
comes
that
in.
chin strap. Yeah,
You gotta look good in the hood.
I cringe when I see older guys like you're a grown ass man. You still have a chin strap. Like I can see the 5 o'clock shadow, bro. Stop.
Chin strap.
It's either beard or no beard,
The
bro.
pencil thin chin strap too.
Yeah,
That's what the white
exactly.
dudes would do. Like the white
Oh,
dude, they
no,
get the
I knew-
short hair and the little pencil.
I knew
thin.
this white dude.
Oh, like the what's the rapper name? That-
Which one?
the one with the dreads they made the movie about. skinny one.
I know. I think I know who you're talking about, but
I don't know. Sounds like he's got a pencil.
Talking about
The
Riff
country
Raff?
dude. Yeah, Riff Raff.
Oh,
He
Riff
got some
Raff.
pencil
He
thin.
does.
yeah.
And the fucking silver grill and shit, dude. He's fucking, that dude is wild.
Nah, he looks like he's
Riff Raff is
channeling
wild.
Joe Dirt.
And some Island Boys. If the Island Boys and Joe Dirt had a baby, it would be Riff Raff.
He's
Yeah, I
Diesel
knew-
now though, right?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah.
I seen I knew a dude back in the day. He was a fat white dude, and because he was fat, he had a second chin.
Yeah.
And he would
Oh, and
connect. He would connect
over
his
the chin.
his pencil chin strap to
Under
the second
under the
chin.
See,
Yeah, to the second chin. Like, bro, why would your barber do that
I feel
to
like
you?
that was the only time I really had a problem with the chin strap. Is if you're using it to define your chin, like because you have mad chins or something, bro. Like if you need that to show motherfuckers that you do have a chin, that shit would piss me off when I would see that shit. Not cool.
Yeah.
Not
He looked
cool.
like the pig man from fucking Captain Planet.
Obscure reference, but if you get it, you get it.
I don't know
Did
his
you
actual
watch
name,
Captain
but you know
Planet
what I'm talking
recently?
about. No, I just remember it.
Kind of do. I'm not entirely sure I haven't.
All right, man. Hit us with some questions.
All right, we ready? First one, guys.
Let's do it.
What is something that is normally considered manly that you just don't fuck with?
Strip clubs. I don't
Really?
fuck with the strip club, bro. Like I get the allure of, you know, watching women get naked, of course.
Sure,
Like that's dope.
sure.
You have a drink or whatever, but when people like I cringe when I'm with my boys and then we're like, yo, let's go to the strip club. Like I have no desire to throw money at women for what? For a lap dance that's gonna do what for me? Nothing. Not a damn thing.
You
I don't enjoy it.
You don't like when women grind on your shit?
I do like when women grind on my shit.
I'm not sure what we're... Okay.
No, I do like when women grind on my shit. I don't like when women grind on my shit for just money and then I get nothing but blue balls after it. Like
Sounds like you need a prostitute and not a stripper. It's like, I need some
sounds
satisfaction
like
at the
I
end.
don't enjoy going to the fucking strip club. It's just not my shit.
No, that's fair. Because it can be awkward. Honestly, like the strip
It's
club
not
can be a
even
very
fucking awkward. I'm
No,
just-
it can be though.
I mean,
like,
I guess.
That's part of it. But like, you can't plan a night around a strip club. Like, yo, Thursday night we're going to the strip club. Like,
And
it
it
has to
happens.
be like, yo, it's 1 a.m. What's open? We're just gonna hit up the strip club and just finish off the night. Like, it has to be one of those. Like, you roll in, no gross hot dogs or anything like that. Just titties and good dancers and fun. And that's a good time.
It could be because every single time that I've been to a strip club with my boys, right? You're saying, oh, titties, drinks,
Sure.
fun, right?
Sounds like a good time
And
to me.
Every fucking time, all you do is you're just watching a girl like dance on the pole, whatever, and you're just sitting there sipping your drink, just a bunch of guys with hard-ons standing there staring at a fucking naked girl that will only touch you because you're going to the back, and she's gonna clown. She's gonna clown you by taking your drunk ass back there, right? You'll go 1 song, 2 song, 3 songs. You're like,
Ooh,
20
3
bucks.
songs, you ballin'.
$20. Oh yeah, that was $80. Wait, huh? What?
Huh? Bitch, I ain't hear one song.
Like, nah.
Yeah. Sounds like you got taken before. Do you ever seen some bad experiences
shit
at
has
the strip
happened.
club, dog?
That shit has happened.
I have not had those same bad experiences, but like you said, I'm not. I agree with that. I don't think like strip
It's
clubs
not
are not
champagne room.
everything.
I'm not the one.
Nah.
I'm not the one to be like, yo, let's go to the
Let's
strip
go
club.
to the strip
Oh,
club. Let's go to the strip club.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, let's go do it.
No, that's
Go sit
that's
on the
fair.
couch and
then
have a
again,
hard-on together.
We don't have good strip clubs around here either. Now, if we had Scores like Johnny has, it'd be different. But we
Johnny
don't got
has
no
that
Scores.
other one. though.
Johnny has
Johnny has that other one.
Scores is Johnny's now, if you guys didn't know that.
What the fuck was the name of that one? I can't remember.
I thought you drive by it every day and you're like, oh,
Well, I mean, I don't drive every day, but when I do drive, I usually pass it. I still can't remember his name right now.
I have no idea. No
It has
idea.
a G. I don't know.
Sure.
Not giving them no shout out anyway.
Right.
Nah. Hell
Just
no.
call it. Let's just call it leg lifts.
leg lifts.
Leg lifts.
That's all they fucking did.
It's sad though.
I
'cause
don't
they
even
were
know
so
that they
fine.
lifted
were
their
so
leg.
fine,
They just
man.
moved it to the
Yeah.
side.
They just swung their leg fat around and they're like, this is the dance, bitch. Where's my money? They come around collecting and shit.
Literally tiptoed around the fucking pole, took off
Yeah.
a bra, tiptoed around it again, and then got off the stage.
That's
and
inflation, baby. That's
Walked
inflation.
up to every individual person like, can I
Right.
have a tip
With a
for
fucking
that?
basket.
like Oliver
felt like I was
Twist,
in
bro.
church.
They were like Oliver, yeah,
and
for
they're
real.
asking for the tithes.
Yeah.
It was
Sprinkle.
so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad that the next time we go, we have to go back.
That's what I said. We have like,
It
yo, you
is
remember
now a
me?
tradition.
I want to see that same chick that like walked away from us in disgust when she realized we weren't going to give her any money.
Next time though,
That was
we gotta
that was a core memory though. Watching
next time
her
we
walk
gotta
away.
get real crazy and eat the hot dog.
No.
No.
I'm getting the soup next time, Dan.
What's it, what the fuck do the kids call it? A glitz or
A
some
glizzy.
shit?
A glizzy.
A glizzy. Yeah.
The glizzy.
Nah.
The
Not
kids
doing the glizzy.
No glizzies. No glizzies.
What do
Nah.
the kids call that?
Oh, the glizzies.
Oh, it's a glizzy.
Yep.
I'm old, man. I'm old.
We.
I don't know the culture.
Anyway, yeah,
We.
you are old. Just
What
so
do
know.
what do you got, Johnny? What's your masculine thing?
I think I'm gonna go with tattoos.
Okay.
I just never really fucked with them. I've always, like, in the back of my head kind of been like,
I should get one.
maybe one day I'll get one. Yeah. But I just never, like, to me, mostly the permanency of it. Mm-hmm. I'm a very indecisive person, if you haven't noticed by now.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly weighing both sides of all things. And so, like, to have some permanence like that on my body, like, I would have to feel very strongly about it. And then, like, the one thing that I think I probably would have done, I told Wak to do, and he did it. So I was like, I'm not gonna have the same tattoo as Wak with that dope ass quote that I gave him.
Oh, yeah.
So, I probably, I don't think that there would ever, and I always had in the back of my head that, one day I'm going to work hard at the gym and I'm going to get Diesel and, then I'll get tattoos.
Like The Rock.
But I'm pretty sure that day is never going to happen.
That's fair. That's fair.
I may get fitter, but I'm never going to be Diesel. So, I'm going to go with, I think tattoos are considered a pretty manly thing, even though obviously many women have tattoos as well. But
yeah, when they first started, like, that was military
hard,
and like that was a big manly thing. So what you're saying is at 10,000 followers, we all get a drippy tattoo?
Ooh.
Sure.
He's like,
He said,
sure.
no, absolutely not.
Oh, we got you now. They're
He was
on
like,
record.
insensitive cultures forever, drippy, maybe not.
A drippy tattoo.
I'll get a drippy tattoo.
Maybe
now.
at 20,000.
20,000. Okay, he keeps upping it. But Wak needs a mustache at 2,000.
Right.
No, that's not permanent though. He could just shave that shit. No, it's not the same. It's not the
It's
same.
over after a week.
Since we're talking about it, there was a dude at one of the airports. I forgot which one, but remember that trend back in the day when dudes were tattooing like their head, like fucking Bam Bam Bigelow and shit.
Yeah, the flames. That was a big head. It's a big head tattoo.
Dude had a tiger print in like with the whole shape up and everything, like a whole tiger print all over his head. Like,
bro, that had to
bro,
hurt so bad.
Fuck
So
hurting,
bad.
bro. Now that shit hurt, and you look like a fucking doofus.
I mean, just grow your hair
For the
out.
rest
I mean,
of your
hopefully,
life.
hopefully it's at his hairline, so it's not like hair and then like leopard print or whatever, tiger print, it's like hanging out.
Didn't
of
look
his
like
hair.
he grew. It looks like he was bald.
Like he can't grow hair.
He
so
can't
he's
can't grow hair, so he did that to himself to justify being
alopecia.
bald.
How would you cover that up? Like if you changed in your mind, you're like
A bald
I
cap.
don't think I want the
You'd
tiger
have to
print
wear a
anymore.
bald cap every day, bro. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Like
that's
to
just
get
you.
the
That's just
laser
you now.
removal, like that shit doesn't look perfect. Like you're
No.
you're still gonna have like garbled bullshit on your head for the rest of your life.
And alopecia, in my opinion,
is no joking matter.
Alopecia, in my opinion, is a fancy name for women pattern baldness because male pattern baldness.
Here we go again. Just when I thought that we weren't going to get
Because
canceled anymore.
honestly, I've never, and obviously I'm just joking, but I've just never heard of. I've never heard of this until the whole Jada
You've
and
never
Will
heard
thing.
of alopecia
No.
until
I never heard of
Jada
My boy
and
got
Will.
alopecia.
I know people that
What
have
exactly? Like, is all your hair falls?
alopecia. Yes.
like-
So
I just
hold
mean
on,
not
there's,
just your
There's
head.
two types of
Hold
alopecia.
on.
I
Eyebrows.
learned from him just recently during that whole debacle. He knows like the actual terms. I can't repeat them. But
course.
there's two. I know there's two types. One of them is the type that Jada has, where you it comes on later in life, and you only get like spots where hair stops growing. And then there's the type that he has, where at a very young age he just lost all his hair. Basically, you know what? Hank, NoHo Hank and Barry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he has alopecia because he has no hair on his body.
See, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He has no eyebrows. He has no eyelashes.
Damn,
Yeah.
no
You
lashes. That's crazy.
I love his fucking character.
That is crazy.
Oh, his
You're talking about
character
Barry,
is awesome.
right?
Oh, his
Barry?
I love his fucking character.
I remember you telling me that.
Hi, Barry.
What the fuck is his name? Anthony Kerrigan.
He's part of
I
like
think I've seen him in other stuff.
he's
like
part of the biggest like mob
he's
or whatever and
fucking
shit. And he's just he's hilarious.
Hi, Barry.
Hi, Barry.
He's fucking
man.
great.
Yeah, he's easily my favorite character on that whole show.
see.
What else is he in?
Steals the whole shit.
He's the biggest other thing he's in is Gotham and Bill and Ted.
Oh, Bill and Ted. Was he?
Oh,
he
he
the
was
replacement for Death. Was he the new Death? Was he?
No,
the Grim
Death
Reaper
was
in-
played by the same dude.
Oh, it was?
He
Good.
played like the was it a cyborg? He played like the robot that was trying to kill them.
Oh, he played an evil Us.
He was
Talking about
Dennis
the
Caleb
latest
McCoy.
movie. Yeah.
I don't know.
No, he was Dennis Caleb McCoy in the latest.
Yeah, you can
movie
see
ever.
him right away. The second that I saw him, I was like, "Oh, that's dude from Barry."
That's the dude from Barry.
Did you answer
Rein
the
it
question?
back. I did not answer the
Okay,
question.
okay.
Mine was going to be hunting. Or like
Okay.
anything gun related.
yeah,
like
sure.
I have
That's a
no
good one.
interest. Not that there's
Same.
anything wrong with any of that shit. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't want to go in the woods at 4 a.m. and get ready to shoot. Like I have no interest. I fuck with meat hard. I love a steak, some ribs,
But
some
I
jerky.
love when
But
it's ready for me.
I
like
love
the
going to
store.
Wegmans and snatching it
I
up
like
and
the
grilling it up.
butcher.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
you hunters are, you're doing God's work.
Sure, Obi-Wan. I know you do some Canadian hunting type shit that you get on all the time. That just seems like who you are, dog, and we're okay with that.
We enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Send that
I
shit
don't
down to
want to
New York.
be. I don't want to be out in the fucking
In a tree stand, dog.
tree
at like,
stand.
you're just
Fuck all
fucking
that.
shivering, bro. No, that's not.
Nah, I'm good on that.
That's not for me. Guns in
Absolutely
general.
not.
I just have no.
Even
interest
bow
in-
hunting.
Yeah, any
no.
sort of fishing. I don't want to fish. I don't want
wanna-
to do any
I
of
don't
that
wanna do none of that
bullshit.
shit
bro.
either.
I won't lie. I fuck with the fishing a little bit, but
I mean,
not like.
it can be chill to just drink a beer and
yeah,
leave a reel
that's
in there
why,
on the
because
boat.
I don't gotta
right?
do shit. I'm
Right.
just chilling, drinking beer.
And you're not.
Maybe-
That's not really fishing.
Yeah.
Though. Like
no,
do
you're right.
it.
Yeah. I'm not out there buying fishing gear.
different
or like,
bait and tackles and shit, like
fuck
getting
all
all
that.
crazy.
Nah,
yeah,
nah, nah,
you're just
nah.
like, oh, you
But
got
I'll
a reel
join
for me?
somebody.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. Just a stick in a line, bro, and like 17 beers, and that's
like
my fishing.
That's like me and sports. If you want to
Yeah,
invite
true
me
that.
to a game, I will go there. I will drink some beers for you. I will enjoy the experience.
Sure.
But am I going off on my own time to do this by myself, like to watch it?
Right.
No, absolutely not. No. Maybe sometimes for football.
Are you researching for a fantasy draft? Absolutely.
No,
What about esports? Would you go to an esports event?
no.
If it was a game that I fucked with, yeah. But I'm not going to like League of Legends or some shit. Like I don't
yeah.
give a shit. Like a Madden tournament, drinking some beers, watching some dudes just go ham
Do
on
they serve?
Madden. Like,
I imagine they serve
Fucking
drinks.
pull
in those
all
things,
my
right?
teeth
I
out.
bet they do.
Pull all my fucking teeth out. I would not
even
want to
know
go
I
to a
could-
fucking Madden tournament.
I don't think I could see any. I don't think I could do a Madden tournament, a
Bro.
racing tournament, like any game that I actually play. I don't think I want to see anybody else play it.
My boys
I
used
would, like,
to
all
torture
day
me with
long.
that shit. My boys used to torture me with that shit.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
We would go to their house. Yo, Madden tournament all fucking day, just Madden fucking football. Like, yo, fucking do something
Word.
else,
Block
yo.
used to get tight.
I fucking hate it. Like
If
it's
it wasn't
not.
Madden, it was 2K.
Yep, all that shit.
Yo, I remember when
I could not.
it wasn't
stand
just Madden taking over football. There was 2K that we could fuck with. That was
Yeah.
good times.
Yeah, good times.
Miss that shit. All
I
right.
remember Blitz. I used to like Blitz. Too.
Oh, Blitz was all
Blitz
those
was
games,
fun.
all those hood
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
street games, like street soccer and NFL Street, and there was like a baseball Blitz. I forget what that was
Yeah,
called,
yep.
dude. Like all those type games were so violent and amazing, dude.
great.
That was our shit, dude. I
Other
miss
than that,
those.
no.
The soccer one. There was like a soccer Blitz that I don't know if you fucked with that, but that was
really?
even I fucked with
remember
that.
that.
That was fun as a bitch. But yeah, next question: who's hotter, guys? Ariel from The Little Mermaid or Jasmine from Aladdin?
Oh, Jasmine.
We doing this Disney shit?
We're on it.
He's like, we really got to talk about how hot a cartoon is.
Yep,
Jasmine.
100%. I always liked the dark skinned
Yeah.
Jasmine. Even when I was a kid, bro, like she made me feel funny. When I was watching Jasmine, I was like,
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna go Ariel.
damn, okay.
Yeah, it's a tough choice for me. You know, I like the fair skin.
Because
as
you
well.
know,
You do.
she don't talk, right? So you don't gotta listen to her yapping in your ears.
She does for a while, though. She also ain't got legs either. You're fucking fish pussy.
Nah, I'm talking about when she got turned.
Oh, she got turned.
Yeah, when she got turned.
Okay.
She ain't have no voice.
I haven't seen the Little Mermaid in a while.
But
so
even human
That's
Ursula
still my
would have got
favorite.
it.
even human Ursula would have got it.
Well, because
Wait, was there a human Ursula?
Yeah, remember she posed when she was actually getting close to the prince. She came out using her
that's
voice
right,
and
that's right,
shit.
That's right. Yeah. Towards the end.
Yeah. She didn't look anything like Ursula
Yeah.
What did she look like? I need to. I
She
don't.
looked like Ariel, but like purple.
with black hair.
Oh, so she was fine, just with black hair, like a goth.
Yeah.
She was like a goth Ariel.
Yeah, just look like a goth.
yeah.
Damn.
Goth Ariel.
Okay.
That's a good
I'll
call.
be fucking with that.
But she still had the
smash
Ursula
that.
voice.
That's still kind of scary.
No, she stole Ariel's voice for that. Anyway, now we're talking about Disney shit. What the fuck? Fuck out of here.
Plus, there's something
go.
interesting about
What do we
redheads. I
What do
don't
we
know.
not like
Y'all
about
y'all
manly
both,
things?
Both going for Ariel and the only Jasmine here.
No, I said Jasmine,
Oh, you said Jasmine. Okay,
but I said it was a tough choice.
I mean,
because,
honestly,
you know, I like the
I
fair
wouldn't
skin.
fuck with Jasmine or Ariel, but Jasmine was my shit.
Yeah, that's fine. What a fucking segue.
But Jasmine had the fucking, the dope eyes.
She
that
did.
they
She did.
extra exaggerated.
And she had a tiger. That shit was dope. Tiger
Like,
was
I'll
dope.
tell you, like, when you go to, like, Disney World and you see the two
The Jasmines
characters,
are
the live
fine.
characters, the Jasmine is always finer than the Ariel girl.
yeah.
And they're both beautiful, but the Jasmine one usually looks better in
Mm-hmm.
live action in person. And, well, I don't know, because the Little Mermaid movie hasn't dropped yet, but...
live action.
She's
Little
black
Mermaid
in the.
coming?
She's black in
yeah,
That's right, that's
she's
right.
black, and I think she's pretty young, too, right?
No, she is a singer, I believe. I forgot what.
She looks young as fuck whenever
She
I
looks
see
young,
photos
but
of
she's
her,
not.
I'm like, "Ooh,
He's like, I'm not saying shit about
She's
it.
in her
turn me on at
20s.
all."
She's in her 20s.
Okay.
That's cool, but she don't look at.
That's
She look like
cool, but-
she's 16.
Yeah,
That
actually-
ain't my style, bro.
She got a name that's like very similar to somebody else.
Yeah, Haley Bailey.
Haley Bailey.
Haley
yeah.
Bailey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Haley Bailey.
How old is she? Does it say her age?
Oh, Holly Bailey. Sorry.
Halle
Bailey, yeah.
Halle Bailey.
That-
Looks
yeah,
like
that's what it
Halle
is.
Berry.
Exactly. That's what is very similar.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's her. Right
I'm
there.
sure she's.
She's got big ass eyes.
she does.
She does. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to think. Actually,
2000? She's 22.
22.
Almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was born
just
in
turned
2000.
22.
So when we
It's
were
okay,
chilling, getting
Johnny.
high, that's
It's
when she was
okay.
a baby.
I mean,
He
it's,
said no.
it's fine, but she still looks too young.
Yeah,
nah.
no, I feel you there.
And the girl that played Jasmine in the live action was pretty dope looking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. When I was younger, I just felt like she was the closest that we had to a Latina
Naomi Scott.
to resemble a Latina.
Yeah. I could
So-
see that.
Yeah. So everyone.
Maybe that's why I had a thing for her. I
Oh,
wanted
really?
Latina chick since I was like 4.
There you go. Look at that. That's true. Now you
Can't help
got
it.
yourself.
Was she like the first brown princess?
I
She had to
think
be
so.
close, bro. It was before the other
I mean,
chick.
I guess Pocahontas.
For Tiana.
Oh, yeah,
Pocahontas
but no.
was brown.
Pocahontas. If she was in here, bro, I think I would pick Pocahontas. We threw Pocahontas in here. I don't know what it is with me and Disney
Over
chicks when I was a kid, but yeah. I think so.
I don't know. Jasmine had like
so.
she had like the Coca-Cola shaped body. Pocahontas was a
She
little.
did. She was a little stickly.
She was a little stickly. Yeah, good call. Good call.
But
And Aladdin was
I don't
first.
want to say she was flat ass, but yeah, that's basically what it was.
Aladdin was first. Aladdin was
Flat-ass Native
92.
American.
Pocahontas was 95.
Okay.
Oh,
So
really?
Up until 95, I was like, all right, Jasmine. But then Pocahontas came through, and I was like, all right. Shit. John Smith knows what's up.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so get your Virgin Hubs t-shirts on insensitivemerch.com. That's what we're
Dave
about.
was a big virgin when he watched these Disney movies, as I'm sure y'all were too when y'all watched them in 1993.
As
off.
explained by his mustache. All right, so
Wait, what?
What's
That's a porn stash, bro. There's so much fucking going on. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Yeah, it's only a porn mustache in porns. Other than that, it's people trying to prove that they get pussy by putting on a porn stash.
Is that what a mustache says? That you
And
get?
that's what it
I feel
comes
like it
off
says
as.
the opposite. That you don't get any pussy and you look like a molester.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
See, so I kind of disproved your theory, but that's cool. We're good. We're good. I hate to debunk it.
Porn stash here. Was that the last question?
No, the last question. Would you rather shoot webs like Spider-Man or have claws like Wolverine, but both come out of your dick?
Oh man.
What do we got?
I mean, that's just a,
Yeah, it has to be web.
it has to be like, why else? Why would I want a claw shooting out of my dick?
I mean, you get
Ever.
jumped. You get jumped in the hood. Somebody rolls up on you. Worst case
And you
scenario,
whip your dick
you whip
out?
out. Yo, if it's got a Wolverine blades coming out of it,
I think you might get more jumped.
Oh man,
good luck to them
bro.
fighting my dick blades, bro. Is that what they want? Because I mean, coming out of my dick or not, they're just as sharp. That's adamantium, bro. You're gonna get fucked up.
I just have to quote Wolverine in X-Men. It hurts every time. I'm not down with that.
So would webs be like
down with that.
busting?
True.
Yeah, I think webs would be more
Webs would
closer to
feel
busting.
good.
Yeah,
Webs would feel good.
yeah.
Shooting webs. Okay, so
You
like,
already do. It's just gonna
So
be.
are
So
you-
like,
are you
that's
swinging
like
from
a
buildings
third type
by
of
your dick?
fluid that ejects from my dick. Like
That's what it sounds
I
like,
pee,
yeah.
I nut
And
and
you
I
web.
shoot webs.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Am I webbing to swing though? Because I don't know that I want to. Like,
If you,
That's on
if
you,
by
bro.
my dick.
You're
That's
webbing
on
to
you,
do
bro.
whatever you want to web
True
for,
that,
bro.
true that,
It's
true
your
that,
web.
It's
yeah.
on you. He chose
as
to.
long as it's controllable. Yeah, I'm
Do you want
definitely
to
going
grab
webs.
something off the counter real quick with your dick web?
Oh
That's
man,
on you.
can you
baby.
imagine?
That's
like,
on you.
Yeah, I mean, he was just given the power of shooting webs. He decided to jump off of buildings and swing. If you decide to do the same thing with your new your new power, that's on you, bro.
Dick rope.
Oh man,
I just pictured Johnny
controllable.
swinging
That's
with
where I'm
his
going.
dick rope. Yeah, that's fair.
Swinging
That's
like
fair.
he's on a fucking tire swing, an invisible tire swing.
Yeah. But it's very visible because his dick is out, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It was a stupid question, but it got him real good. It got him real good.
Just trying to think of somebody swinging from their fucking.
right.
Yeah, it's a legit.
Oh,
It's
don't
legit,
visualize
bro.
it. Don't visualize it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who were you picturing though? Was it
I don't
Tom
know.
Holland or was it Johnny?
Oh, Johnny sins.
Now that I picture Johnny, it's even funnier.
I was picturing Johnny the whole time. I'm not gonna lie. So dangerous. It's just dangerous. I don't know. How do you cut it?
control has to be
Oh,
fucking bad.
it just pulls out, right?
I guess.
Isn't that how you normally?
No, actually, Spider-Man actually grabs onto it.
He grabs it, right? But when
Oh,
he
so
grabs
then-
it, it like pulls out of his wrist, right? Obviously, we're talking Spider-Man 1, Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Sam Raimi dickwebs, yeah.
We're getting technical.
Sam Raimi dick
Now we're
webs?
getting technical. So first of all, yeah, all it has to do is come out. You can still grab it with your hand. Now, my question is,
So
how
the dick
are
cuts it when
yeah,
it
yeah.
I imagined it was still connected to the dick though.
Me too.
And then once you're done swinging, then you cut it, but there's still a little bit in there that you got to like yank out. And it probably hurts
That's
a
why
little
I'm
bit.
just like in my head. That's why I laugh so hard because it's just like an invisible tire swing.
It's like, what's he sitting on? What's supporting his weight? It's the dick rope.
Hands behind his head and shit. Just
How's he doing that?
how's he doing
He's
that?
sitting Indian style.
Oh,
This
that's
is
right.
weird.
Why doesn't he wear a fucking costume? Why is he butt ass naked?
He's just got a casual nerd
He
hoodie
gotta be
on.
naked though. He could have like his sweatpants, his joggers just pulled down a little bit.
Nah, he's Winnie the Pooh in it with just a t-shirt on.
It's getting worse and worse as we go along.
What? Y'all don't ever Winnie the Pooh it at the crib? All right.
It's Winnie the Pooh in it. I like it.
Winnie the Pooh in it. Okay.
Okay. That's all my questions, baby.
Oh, that's good. That was good. That was good. Fuck. I had something to say and I completely forgot.
We thought Winnie the Pooh and he lost that shit.
Yeah. All right. Let's collect ourselves here.
Try it. I gotta wipe my tears. Suck back my boogies.
Oh, man.
It's been wild. It's been wild question segment so far.
Oh,
Wild one.
where the fuck does
wild
our mind go?
My glasses are fogged up.
Shit. How do you follow this up?
I don't know, but you better
With some
figure it
hot- with
out.
some-
know what it's time for.
News clip. Man, so much fucking shit happened in the past week that I don't want to talk about.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah.
Live action Winnie the Pooh.
Live act with Johnny.
Oh my god.
Honey shooting out his dick.
Honey ropes.
Oh bother.
Oh, I was gonna say oh bother. That's funny you said that.
I hope so.
Oh,
Does he say anything else?
I can't
No,
think of anything.
He he shoots out Honey and Piglet just goes, oh dear.
So fidgety.
Somebody's got kids.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Met Gala was last night. Nothing really that I saw was too cool, or it was just a lot of wild ass outfits and shit.
Yeah. Nothing
But
crazy.
somebody there was a lot of people that were there that didn't expect. I saw a bunch of like YouTube creators that got invited, which was interesting. And somebody who's been pretty big lately, I think, in my view, maybe not in everyone else's, but Bad Bunny was at the Met Gala.
I saw that.
He had a wild ass, as typical outfit on, and his hair was all
His
up in
hair
a
was
crazy
styled
bun.
like a woman's bun. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, right after the gala, he went back to the studio and continued recording songs because he's releasing an album on Friday, already announced. Still recording songs for the album that's releasing on
That
Friday,
seems
which is wild.
Yeah. Man, but he pulls that shit off, man.
But yeah,
he's fuck.
this
he's the
kid
man.
is super talented. And so yeah, he was his song or his album rather, Un Verano Sin Ti, A Summer Without You, is dropping this Friday. It's supposed to be a big summer vibe album. He's been teasing it for like the last like 2-3 months. He said he was going to release the album information as soon as his tour ended, which ended I think last week. And then he's got a new tour already to support this album, already pre-sold tickets to it also, starting in, I think August is when that tour starts. So that should be pretty dope. I'm definitely looking forward to what he's got going on. 23 songs.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude just pulls out fucking music. Like, it was like during the pandemic in 2020, he released, I think, 2 or 3 albums in the same year.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's not been.
He's that guy, man. He's
kidding
that dude.
around. Word. And kind of on a HOLLYWOO tip, he got hit by tapped kind of Marvel, but more in the Sony verse, unfortunately. But he got tapped by Marvel. He's going to be the first Latino lead in a Marvel movie.
No, that tracks.
But it's a
tracks that it's
Sonyverse
part of the
movie, so
Sonyverse.
yeah, it
That
totally tracks. We'll see. I honestly, I'm a little nervous for him because he doesn't have the greatest English. I mean, his English is really bad. Every time I've heard him, like he's been on Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, shit like that. And his English is like really, really, really tough. But he was really dope in Narcos. Like he was in Narcos Mexico, the most recent season, I think season 3. And I thought his character was really good. He played it really well. Obviously, that's a Spanish language role, so it was easier on that end. But his acting capability, at least, I thought it was there. So. Kudos to the kid, man. I mean, the dude is just doing big fucking things. So, shout out.
Speaking of Met Gala, one of the people, one of the couples that has been in the news recently, also popped up there. Our favorite couple, Kim K,
Kim Skeet,
Kimmy Pete.
Yeah, and Pete Davidson. Did you notice that? I guess it's been the talk of the town that he got Kim Kardashian and all of her children's first letters of their name tattooed on his neck.
I only thought that was weird because I remember seeing that he was getting like his tattoos removed. He was getting shit cleaned up.
Right.
And I thought it was odd that he went in with some weird bullshit like that. Like I thought he was trying to like, okay, I got to get rid of this garbage. And like he just puts more garbage on him. So like,
I'm just like,
and it's just
weird.
like letters. Like it's not even like a fancy tattoo or anything. Just like some
like
you're
already clapping those cheeks. Like what are you trying to prove
what
at
else
this
are you
point?
trying to
Like
do, bro?
you're just wasting your space at that point.
Yeah, just take advantage of the blessing that you have right now.
While you can.
She needed
right?
somebody who was more stable than Kanye, so she went with you. Ride it out, and then sneak away at the right time.
Go into the sunset like we know you're gonna do at some point.
You don't have to like a tattoo of her and her kids on his. It's,
Right.
Honestly, this is lasting a lot longer than I thought it would.
For sure.
yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like 3 months at least, right?
I think it's
7.
spiteful. It's spiteful at this
7
point
months
now.
they've been
Like,
together?
That's what I. That's what
Holy
I believe. I
shit.
read 7 months.
It has to
they've been
keep
together.
going.
Wow.
Or
Kudos
else
to
Kanye
Pete. He
wins.
must be laying that pipe for real.
Right. So fucking wild.
That is very wild.
Yeah, and all that other bullshit. Sorry, I'm just like taking over the news with fucking
that's
celebrity bullshit. But y'all see that article about what the fuck is it? MGK and what's it? Megan
Drinking
Fox.
the blood.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that she
drinking
drinks
the blood.
That she admitted to drinking his blood.
They drink each other's blood.
Was it drops?
occasionally.
It was drops,
What
though,
the
right?
fuck
they
is
do,
that shit about?
I picture droppers, like some true
I'm
blood type
assuming
shit.
yes, but why? Like, what?
I feel like isn't that what Angelina and Billy Bob Thornton already did that shit back in the day? Like
Yeah,
this
I
is
guess.
just
I don't know
rehashing
that they
same
drank
bullshit.
it.
They had the
used to have
vials
to
that
carry
they
the
wore,
vials
right?
around.
Yeah. I feel like they were already doing some freaky shit though.
Apparently that
So,
pissed
like-
off the vampire community, and they're saying how
they're all up in our
you should date each other for at least a year before drinking each other's blood.
Bro, if you got the vampire community heated, then you're probably doing something wrong and weird. Just saying. I don't feel like they're not easily, perturbed, but in this case they felt the need to speak up. So yeah.
I didn't realize that there was a real life vampire organization and
For sure.
vampire experts.
There are people out here that's what they do. They drink people's blood and they call themselves vampires, but they are just fucking weird ass people that for some reason decided to drink people's blood.
We got bitches out here that think they're horses.
That's
you remember
true.
that video? The chick clomping around? Fucking what the fuck, dude? What's going on? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You ever seen them doing the obstacle course?
Yes, that's exactly what
With
I'm
the-
picturing right now.
with
Yeah,
the-
this
with
chick
the
on all
wooden-
fours just jumping over shit. Yeah.
I saw one
all
with people doing that, and then they have like the wooden horse head. Stick
Yes.
thing.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking
They're
of the people
galloping on two
actually
legs
being
with the
horses.
stick behind them.
Oh yeah, I've seen those
man,
as well.
people are-
Yeah.
Both not good. Not good at all.
You know, every time I think that my life is going horribly wrong,
There's
I
horse
like
people.
to I like to remember those type of people, and then I feel like, yo, my life is not that bad.
Furries.
I don't know why that makes me laugh.
Because it's funny.
Yeah, it is
That's
funny. Just fucking teddy bears with cut out asshole and crotches. Anyway, all right.
Whatever. No kink
whatever
shaming.
floats your boat.
No kink shaming.
No king shaming. How do
Keeping
you
on
get
that
into
kind
that
of same
kink, though?
same vibe though,
Yeah.
with the Kardashians, they had a big win this week. They won their defamation lawsuit that Blac Chyna brought up.
Bro.
Blac Chyna
Oh
was
my
suing them
God.
for $100 million. Crazy ass Blac Chyna. And they trounced her in court.
Bro, I love the fact that toxic femininity is being highlighted in so many different ways.
I feel like my man has some personal experience with toxic femininity.
I'm just saying in general, bro. Like this chick goes, I was just messing with him when I fucking pulled a gun out on him.
Right.
What? Are you fucking insane?
Yeah.
She put a gun to this dude's head. I forgot what she was demanding that he does. They have evidence of this, and she goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, I was just playing."
And she
with
wrapped
him."
the phone cord around his neck.
Yeah, and wrapped the phone cord. Can you imagine if a guy put a gun to a woman's head and wrapped a fucking phone cord around her neck and said, I was just fucking with her. I don't know why she took it like that. I was just fucking with her.
I was just fucking her.
She don't know how to take a joke.
Yeah, I
she
was
can't
just-
take a joke.
Can't
Shit.
take a joke. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
no,
so
that's-
it's so crazy. So
that's
crazy
over
to
the top.
think like, yo. But
Then her
that's exactly what
fucking
went down.
ratchet ass mom, Tokyo Tony, got kicked out of court.
She sounds like a winner.
Sounds
She
like a
was
stripper.
threatening the judge in the courtroom, threatening
Tony
the
with an eye.
Jenners
Threatening the Jenners. Okay.
in the courtroom.
Just the Jenners or
Well, Kris Jenner specifically.
Oh,
okay. All right.
Everybody got on the stand at some point, like the whole family, which is interesting. Chris, Chloe, Kim, Kylie, Rob.
Damn.
They all got on the stand and testified against this woman.
Trying to put this
And,
bitch away.
It only took 10 hours for the jury to decide that
You're
they were
fucked, bro.
ruling against
Jury
her.
comes back with the same decision that day. You're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Never
she fucked herself. I mean, she had a golden carpet for the rest of her life. She could have rode that out.
Yeah, that
she got a
fucking-
baby with Rob.
That money. Yeah.
I'm guessing she'll probably end up with just living off of child support because obviously,
She still
kid-
gets that, right? Like, it's not
Yeah.
like, okay.
I mean, she doesn't. It's for the kid, right?
Right. But I mean,
Yeah,
the kid's
okay.
not walking into
$38,000
yeah.
a month or whatever the fuck he's paying her.
Right.
That's for the kid. It's not for
Wait,
her.
where's
also
he
getting
getting
that
that
shit from
money?
Tyga, too.
What's he do? That he has, I mean,
I'm
no,
sure
I know
he
he's a
owns business.
He is,
Kardashian, but like,
he is Rob Kardashian's son, or whatever his name was.
They have money, but also I think like
He
has
also had
businesses
that
and
show. I'm sure he got money for.
he was on the show.
Well,
yeah.
even if he's not on the show,
No,
I
he
think
had
like,
his own show, the
They all
Rob
have
and
businesses.
China show.
Oh, okay.
correct. Yeah.
That's the
but
one that
that's-
got canceled. That's why she filed the lawsuit. So, I'm sure he got some upfront money for that show.
I'm sure he did that. But I'm just saying, like, even like during the show, he used to promote that he had like a sock business, like he had a
Like
business
socks,
where,
like, for
where
your
yeah,
feet?
like different pattern socks when that was a whole thing. I'm sure he has his money in different businesses just because he's not in the spotlight
hope so.
anymore.
If he's got to pay $38K a month, you better be doing something. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, his family is set for life.
For sure. And if they're footing the bill, I totally get that. Like, I feel like all of them do something, but like I don't hear much about Rob doing anything other than trying to lose weight and then gaining weight and then losing the weight and then gaining the weight. Like, how is he supporting, $1 million a year?
Oh yeah, so
basically.
Arthur George is his sock line.
So they're fucking. He's getting that sock bread.
He's getting that sock money.
I'm just saying, like,
He's
if
worth
he has
$10 million on its own.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure he's not in the spotlight. However, I'm sure he has like smaller businesses that wouldn't necessarily need for him to be.
I'm just saying, I hope so.
See, he's got socks. They're $15 a pop. They're pretty popular.
Okay.
Yeah, because he did that on the show.
Clothing
So
brand called Halfway Dead. And I don't see anything else that he does. So between those two things, he's worth $10 million.
Okay.
Because his last name is Kardashian.
Good for him.
Sure.
yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Hey.
I'm not even hating.
As long as
$10
he's
million.
got the bread.
And he literally, I mean, his mom is. Even if
he
his
got money
sisters
for
don't.
being on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians show.
Sure,
He's getting
for sure.
$50,000 an episode.
Damn.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure he gets royalties for that too.
Mm-hmm.
And they just cut a deal with Hulu.
Holy shit, this is interesting. All right. In addition to the two companies, Rob has appeared on the e-reality show On and Off, $50,000 an episode. When he was a regular cast member on Chloe and Lamar, he earned a guaranteed minimum of $1 million a year in base salary.
Damn.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy. $1 million a year.
Getting it.
To be
How
on
long did that show air?
That's not even his show. It was
Right.
his sister's show, and he was just a regular. $1 million. How much was fucking Chloe and Lamar
I was
getting
to
off
say,
of
what
that?
were
No
they
wonder
getting,
Lamar went off the fucking deep end.
Got all this money. I got to buy some crack with it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's tempting.
Anyways, yeah, Blac Chyna got fucked off of that.
Good.
Speaking of people getting fucked, Amber Heard.
Oh, there we go.
Looks like she's about to lose this fucking trial.
How long is this going to
this
go on
toxic
for,
femininity
bro? Like, how much
shit.
more do we need
it's
to hear?
a little bit more because she hasn't taken the stand yet. She takes
Okay.
the stand, I believe, next week or later this week.
It's all been him so
It's
far.
all been his. So we haven't heard from her side yet, but it's looking real bad.
gonna say,
She
yeah.
fired her whole PR team because things are looking real bad.
You know she sees the Amber Turd memes, so like that
she
can't be
has
fun.
to.
That can't be fun, bro.
And her defense team has been
They just suck.
Horrible.
Bro. You see when they like the
Objected
dude-
to their own
objected
shit.
to
Yeah.
their own question, which I did read like in the comments and shit, and there were some lawyers saying you can object to your own question. Like you can object to the answer that they provide,
Right, if they're not
after you ask the
if you're not
question, but-
leading them where they want you to be
Right,
led, like, they'll be like, okay,
But
objection.
either way, it just sounds and
It's-
looks
yeah, it's
funny.
not good. It's
And
a
I've
bad
heard
look.
them ask a lot of really dumb questions too throughout. Where like,
the mega pint clip.
yeah, the mega
kills me,
pint
bro.
question
Like,
was definitely hilarious. There was like a penis question. That everyone was like, Johnny Depp was like, "What's wrong with my penis?" I don't understand.
poor guy.
There was a lot of there's questions where they were asking like Hollywood experts, like, and like the dude was like, "No, I'm here because I'm a Hollywood," because like they started asking him questions and they're like objecting, like, "Oh, that's speculation. How does he know what the Hollywood industry is saying about the Washington Post op-ed?" And he's like, that's literally why I'm here. I'm a member of the Hollywood community. My point in testimony is to tell you what Hollywood was thinking when this op-ed came out. So anyway, shit is looking really bad for Amber Heard. So bad that there's already been a petition signed by 3 million people asking for her to be removed from Aquaman 2.
Good.
That's an insane amount of people to
That's a
actually
lot.
sign that bitch, bro. Like impressive
Right.
amount of people. But 3
It's
million,
really
bro.
wild.
Like
Here's the problem with that is the movie is already shot. It's in post-production.
for sure.
And like they can't remove her now.
It
Unless-
just it goes to show you.
The success of this petition has inspired other petitions. 5,000 people have signed a petition specifically suggesting that Warner Brothers use CGI to replace her with another actress.
I mean, it's been done.
What the fuck is what's Tig Notaro actually
What
doing?
Tig
Yeah,
Notaro
exactly.
doing?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
Can you
that would
step
be
up?
great.
Bro,
That'd be so good if they replace her with Tig Notaro.
they have to.
But
They have to.
Same exact character that was
Yes. Same dialogue. Like, they don't even change the dialogue, bro.
Just Army of the Dead character.
It'd probably be
Underwater.
for-
She's underwater, breathing and talking
Well,
and
we're
shit.
going to have to hire somebody on Fiverr to do that.
Oh
Like,
shit.
why? Oh, that would
I
be
don't
great.
remember any
That
of
would
her
probably-
lines or any of her scenes, but that would be funny as a bitch.
Like I don't plan on watching Aquaman 2, but
I mean, I'm gonna
I'd
watch
watch
it.
it.
I'm
I'd
gonna
watch it if it like once it goes on a Plex server that we know of.
I'll talk to the guy. I'll see what he's.
Yeah, but that's
he's
it.
doing.
I'm not paying for it. I'm
Sure.
not supporting it.
Sure, we get it.
Shitty movie. It's another shitty.
I don't know.
movie.
I fucked with Aquaman, the
I-
first Aquaman. We know you did.
No, I fuck with what's his name?
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
I do fuck with Jason Momoa.
That's why I fuck with Aquaman, because like if you made a movie like Aquaman, if you were Aquaman, I fuck with you, so I'm fucking with that movie
I
regardless.
fuck with Tom. I fuck with Tom Hardy way more than I fuck with Jason Momoa.
I mean, if Tom Hardy was Aquaman, I'd
And
fuck with that too.
No, but
That's
Tom
what
Hardy
I was
is
gonna say,
Venom.
you don't fuck
and
with
it's like,
Venom.
no.
I haven't seen the second Venom, so
Come
that's
on.
fair. That's fair.
All right.
It's not
Okay.
better than the
You're
first.
good.
Let me just
It
tell
is
you
not.
that.
No.
And the first wasn't great, so that's not saying a lot.
No. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So yeah, it's bad news for Amber Heard. Anyways, I seen this video the other day of a airport in Israel, and it was wild. I don't know if y'all caught this. It was basically people in the airport, and all of a sudden, everyone starts running in the opposite direction of the person that was recording the video, and everyone's running for cover. It's crazy, right? And you probably would assume there's something going wild, right? It's Israel, right? It's Hamas or some type of terrorist or something. But no, it was Americans. Apparently, these Americans were traveling in Israel, and one of them found an artifact that they thought was a cool antique or relic to bring home.
Yeah.
And this artifact was an unexploded bombshell, and they were like, "We can just pack it in our luggage
just
and
pack it.
take it on the plane." And they did. And they get to their fucking the equivalent of the TSA in Israel, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck is this? It's a fucking bomb, like a real fucking bomb in your luggage." And they immediately ordered an evacuation, of course, so the entire airport starts fleeing. Yo, Americans are fucking, like, not all Americans, obviously, but
Space.
man, there's so many dumbass Americans.
That American family.
I did see. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say they didn't make it back to Florida.
No. Oh, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes.
I don't think anything's happened to them.
Oh, well,
They were
that's good.
actually allowed to board the plane afterwards and come home.
Just without
Oh, okay.
without the
the bomb.
unexploded
Wow.
shell. Okay.
Wow. Don't let that shit happen.
They're still
anywhere
under
else.
investigation, but
Sounds about white.
yeah, nothing,
right?
nothing
Sounds about
fucking.
white.
Yeah, exactly. Because they were a white family.
Anyway, so I actually saw a video. I thought you were kind of referencing that when you started talking about the airport, but I saw another video, and I don't know the story behind it. You could probably look something up, where in Cancun, apparently the cartel, like the cartel ran into the airport, and people were like running for cover, like in fear for their lives and shit, because they took that shit over for some reason. But
why? What was going on?
It looked crazy. I don't know. I just saw a video, but I didn't research it, and that shit looked crazy. It was,
I am seeing something about a gun scare at the Cancun airport.
Probably, yeah.
But this is from a month ago. But maybe. It just started circulating video.
Then maybe that's what it was. I just remember seeing everyone running.
The gun scare turned out to be falling billboards.
Oh, that's
so not the cartel.
Such a lackluster story.
Yeah, Narcos season 4 story crazy. Arc right there.
Many thought was gunshots, was just billboards falling to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Shoddy
they must have been in downtown Rochester where the buildings are falling.
I did say that, yeah.
Crumbling on themselves.
Like gargoyles.
Shit is,
I always wondered, like, didn't they, like, they broke out of rocks and gargoyles, right? Because, like, they were stone. Like, didn't the rock pieces fall and hurt anybody? I always wondered that. As a
always.
Kid.
I'm sure. Had to.
We have to suspend
our beliefs.
Our
yes,
beliefs.
Yes, that's fair.
It just fell and crumbled.
Last story here. Probably going to happen sometime this summer. My body, my choice, right? Apparently a leak dropped. And this is probably the most thing that people will be talking about this week and have been talking about all day today.
Yep.
So more than likely, there's like a 2% chance it won't happen, I guess. But more than likely, the Supreme Court will be fully striking down Roe versus Wade, which will fully just make it not a national legality, I guess.
Right.
I don't want to say it makes it illegal, because it doesn't make it illegal. It just drops it down to the states. Yeah. And so Roe versus Wade, the court decision back in, I don't know, 1960 something or 1970 some shit, that allowed for abortion to be legal nationwide. Apparently, the Supreme Court justices some of the Supreme Court justices that are on the bench right now have decided that there's some, I think Mississippi there's some court case, I think, from Mississippi that's going up the chains, made it to the Supreme Court. They heard the testimony they heard the arguments in December. And a draft opinion from the majority, who happened to be the conservative majority, was leaked. It was written back in February. Who knows if things have changed since then. It's supposed to be released in August. But usually the way they say these things go is immediately after the arguments are made, the judges do like a quick vote amongst each other. And then they assign who's going to write the formal argument, where they, have multiple, I think this one's like 89 or 90 pages or some shit. And they have, multiple sources and things that they're quoting, et cetera, to make their point on why they decided to go this route. That's why it takes like 6 months to get the final decision. And yeah, it looks like not only are they going to side with this state, again, I think it's Mississippi.
It is Mississippi. Yep.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that tracks. And not only are they going to side with them, most people were like, oh, they'll probably side with them, but they won't completely gut Roe versus Wade. This draft, who was written by Justice Alito, who's long time been a pro-life advocate, appears to like completely shut out Roe versus Wade, saying that it was never legal to begin with, didn't make much sense, and overstepped their capabilities, and and like Dave said, would push the idea back down to the states, which there are like, I think 13 to 15 states that have what they call trigger laws. Basically, as soon as the Supreme Court decides that Roe versus Wade is not the law of land, they immediately make abortion illegal in their state. Vice versa, there's, I think, 17 states that have the opposite, that as soon as the Supreme Court decides that Roe versus Wade is not the law of the land, they protect abortion rights. Or maybe I don't even think it's not even a trigger. It's more like we're protecting abortion rights even if the federal government decides not to anymore. And so, it's, it's down to states' rights again, right? It's just this same fucking argument they made for slavery.
Right.
And cannabis.
And cannabis, yeah. That is the fight, the good fight that they're fighting for cannabis.
It's bullshit, man.
I always thought the Supreme Court had our back. Like, I always thought like they were,
For the people.
for the people, for what's right, dude. Like, I always thought like, if something went to the Supreme Court, it's going to get figured out because like they're level-headed, they're not politically swayed, but like if this passes, that's clearly not the case. Like, that's all bullshit. And like, I remember learning about Roe versus Wade in school. Like, that was a staple of a lot of like the curriculum that I remember from being like, they talked about Roe versus Wade probably more than they should have, honestly. And to just have something that monumental be overturned, we'll say, is crazy to me. And I mean, I guess since it's going to the states, as long as you don't live in a southern redneck piece of shit inbred state, like, you're probably going to be okay still for the most part. But like, God help those girls that are living in the South in those shitty places, dude. Like, cause I can't imagine, having to make a decision like that, or, the legality of it all. Like, it's irresponsible. It's disgusting. It's embarrassing, dude. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I hope that's changed. Like you said, it was from February. It's not coming till August. A lot of shit can change. I know the Biden administration released a statement about it, how like it was pretty much fucked. Like, I'm hoping that's not the case, but if it is, dude, it's a very, very sad day for this country, and the Supreme Court means nothing after that.
Right.
IMO.
I mean, I wouldn't say the Supreme Court means nothing, but it's definitely not the way you were thinking.
No, it's not. There's a naive way of thinking, I guess, that I had, that they fought for the people and for what was right. Yeah. And that's not, if this is true, then that's not the case at all.
Kind of view and opinion on how to interpret the Constitution and
there was always the dissenting assholes, your Scalias and shit. And I know how that goes. Like, they're all different people, but I thought the majority of them were level-headed enough to make the right decision when it came down to it. And that's not the fucking case. To the two big cases on this, which was Casey and Roe v. Wade, both of them were highly, I think Roe v. Wade was decided 8-2 or some shit, or 7-2, and the Casey one was like 6-3 or something like that. Like, they were like not even close to being partisan, right?
And both of them were the lead justice that wrote the majority opinion on both of them were fucking appointed by Republicans. Like, the first one was in the Roe versus Wade. The Chief Justice was appointed by Richard Nixon, and in the 92 decision, Casey, the Chief Justice, was appointed by Ronald Reagan. And they both all agreed in these decisions, right? But that has become a divisive argument since then. Particularly I got into this argument with my brother the other day where I was just like, honestly, like, for me, I don't really give two fucks. Like, obviously I want it to be whatever you choose, right? Like, I'm not trying to impose either one. Like, I'm not trying to impose you must be, you know, you must protect life. But like, I guess that's the whole point of being pro-choice, right? Is to allow people to just make their own fucking decision. Right. As long as I've been alive, this shit has been legal and the world hasn't ended, right? Like, shit has moved on. Nothing has fucking like
your brother
drastically
is for this choice is for this.
I mean, of course, yes. My brother is an ultra conservative religious nut. And so yeah, it's a constant battle between me and my family for all things.
You guys gotta have a fun Thanksgiving.
I get it, but I just don't.
I'm the loser liberal in my family.
I just don't understand what is your argument when you say, what if someone is raped and they're having their rapist child?
Well, they have X amount of weeks to get it taken care of, or they can raise that child and fuck themselves.
The argument is I'll tell you what the argument. The argument is the baby doesn't have a choice in that, and the baby should have an opportunity to live and have a life.
You are forced.
And you as a human, yeah. This is what I don't understand about the whole like pro-life movement. Is like you only care about the life once it's born. Right. But after it's born, you don't give two fucks about that life. You don't support social programs. You don't support mental health programs to help these people deal with the fact. You don't support any of the welfare programs of these people that are, you know, social welfare, right? Because people that can't afford this baby, you know, none of those things. They don't support any of that shit. They don't give two fucks about that kid once the kid is born. They just want to make sure that the kid is born.
Yeah.
Like, fuck out of here, man.
And then put it in prison when it's on welfare and goes through the system.
Not to mention like all the other shits. Like again, there's who knows what'll happen because of if and when they do strike this down, what'll happen to legalities and shit. But there's so many other shits like, you know, just the like the failed not failed pregnancies, but you know the bad pregnancies when an embryo gets lodged in the fallopian tubes and that won't be a successful pregnancy. Things that are, you know, putting the mother at risk. Are those suddenly gonna be illegal in many of these trigger law states? I mean, some of them maybe not. Some of them, yeah. I'm surprised Florida is not a fucking trigger law state. Of all of these states, that's one of the ones that I'm just like, really?
I did see a George Carlin quote that was posted earlier that says conservatives want I can't even talk right now. Conservatives want live babies so they can raise them to be dead soldiers. So
yeah.
But I you know I have to always fuck with our boy Rocco. He posted, he shared a guy's post that said, he who hath not a uterus should shut the fucketh up. And, right? Which is, I get it. Like, you know, you're pro, you know, pro woman's choice and everything like that. But my comment, which, because he has to, and I told him before, you literally, you are so loud about everything that no one takes you seriously on anything that you're writing. So my response was like, the irony in this post is that both the man that wrote it and the irony in this post is that a man wrote it and you shared it, neither of which has a uterus.
Yeah.
Like
That's
he
fair.
was like, because we're in support of, that's why we're in support of it. I'm like, but he who hath not a uterus should shut the fuck up.
Right.
So I'm like, I just love fucking with him.
Yeah.
For sure.
He obviously didn't like
That's a
it.
good
He
one.
just had a comment. I'm just like, neither of you have a uterus.
Exactly.
So what are you?
No, that's
Anyway.
a good one. Yeah, I don't know.
These topics, man. These people, like, you should just let fucking people do what the fuck they want to do with their own fucking bodies, and that's it.
I said, you know, I got into it also just with we talked earlier about the Met Gala, and like there was obviously Bad Bunny was not the only person that showed up in a weird dress looking outfit.
Yeah, sure.
And you know, I had multiple friends and family that sent me photos, and they were like, "Oh, what's up with these people?" blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I just don't understand. And, you know, I got ridiculed because I called it obsession. Okay, maybe it's not an obsession. I just don't understand, like, why do you fucking care, man? Like, why is it a thing that you feel like, I mean, yeah, sure, everybody wants to have an opinion on something. And, you know, I started to check myself because, like, hey, I'm on a podcast that's
all we do.
You know,
that's
people
all we do is
listen
give
to,
opinions.
and all I do is give my opinion on shit. And so
that's what it is, though. We give
if
our
you wanna have
opinion
an
on
opinion,
It's not gospel, right? It's not
so
law.
I can't talk shit if you just want to like give me shit for your opinion. All right, that's fine. But
Just
like,
keep listening to the pod.
but why do you fucking
me
care
shit
about
about it.
these things so much? Like,
Yeah.
it's so unnecessary to like spend so much time being focused on like, give your opinions on like more important shit. Like, this shit is just like not important to you. Like, who the fuck cares what people do with their bodies? with their
because you know
outfits
because it's setting the wrong precedent for our kids that don't watch the fucking Met
for
Gala.
our children.
exactly
Because our kids are
Which of
watching
your
the
kids
Met
are
Gala.
watching the fucking Met Gala.
Right. I'm sorry, but the same way, and maybe I'll be criticized down the road for this, right? But just how we know that the people who are like ridiculously into church, right? I've always known them to be like Pentecostal, right? It's an extreme, right? Obviously not all, but remember when you were young and the girls used to pop off? Who were they? The fucking uber religious girls that were raised in a very religious household.
Hello, I'm a PK, and they used to say, "Watch out for them PKs,"
Right,
'cause they
so-
know they get it in.
Right. So same thing. Like you want to place all these fucking rules on your kid, and you want to be so fucking against whatever it is the fuck that you think that you are against, that you are, you know, you're putting that pressure on your kid. Chances are you really,
They're gonna do it anyway.
bro. If I'm trying to find the better way to say it than I want to say it, honestly. Really what it comes down to, man, is karma's a bitch. You know,
Yeah.
you really want to put all this shit into the universe, put all your fucking thoughts and all your bullshit on this negative ass, on something that you can't control, right? But you want to put all your energy into that shit. What was it that I used to say? Yeah, if you want to spend your time being a racist, chances are your daughter's going to grow up to suck black cock. So,
I like that.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's just karma. It's karma. The thing that you hate the fucking most, your kids will bring to your door.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's fair.
Yeah, you know, like, I don't want to say it, but yeah, I say that I think that I haven't said it out loud because I won't say it to my family like that, but I think it all the time.
hopefully
Like,
not. Hopefully
you know, the thing you fight the most is the thing you're gonna have to learn to love, man. You know.
Yep.
The most, you know,
You either have to
a
learn.
very clear example with my former employer, who was a church. I used to work for two churches, and former employer, senior pastor's son, came out as gay.
Yep.
More power to the kid, but you just
Less power
you know
to the church.
how all that shit you talked. What are you gonna do now when
Yeah, what are you
your
gonna
own
do now?
flesh and blood?
You either have
you gotta eat your words,
Yep.
or you gotta
Disown.
cut your kid off.
You got to eat
Which
your
are you
words,
gonna
or you got to
choose?
double down. That's it.
Exactly.
And
Most of them double down.
most of them do double down,
And fuck those people.
and then regret that shit by the time they're on their fucking deathbed.
Good.
while you out here preaching about love, fuck
Right.
out of here.
Love for a fictional man. in
Which,
the
you
sky.
know, not
Anyway.
that I want to extend this segment any longer, but this is actually, that's a little bit of my concern about this, is that this is the beginning, right, of these conservative Supreme Court justices dropping bombs on liberal movements and progressive movements. And what I mean is, man, I seen a Twitter thread earlier today that got me a little nervous, where they was basically like, this is what's going to happen. As soon as SCOTUS releases this judgment in the Roe v. Wade thing and knocks out Roe v. Wade, they said that they have a high credence and a lot of sources that basically Texas, the Texas Attorney General, the Texas Attorney General is going to declare and write an opinion that Obergefell, which is the Supreme Court decision that allowed same-sex marriage, Obergefell is has a lot of flaws, and they also don't honor same-sex marriages. And then Texas governor will ratify that, which will stop same-sex marriage licenses from being distributed in the state of Texas. That'll go to court. It'll get boom, 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 bumped all the way up to Supreme Court. And these fuckers that are in the Supreme Court right now will strike down same-sex marriage as well. And they'll claim that they're pushing it back onto states' rights and allow states to decide how that's handled. And it's just more and more. As long as these 6 fuckers are still running the Supreme Court, I feel like there's a huge threat that all of these things that we've won over the last 10, 15, 20 years are going to get pulled back, and it's going to become more and more closed, and it's going to be a very, a crazy, dangerous place to live for people that just want to fucking do what they do. Like they're not trying to. They're not trying to fuck you, bro. Like, let them live. You know what I mean? Like, they're not trying to kill your baby.
How?
Like, it's just.
I never understood
imposing
that.
on rights is wild.
I never understood that. The people that are just like so against, LGBTQ community or whatever. It's like, how highly do you think of yourself that you feel like they're all going to try to fuck you?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Nobody wants you. The women don't even fucking want you. You're lucky to have someone. You might as well let this person have whoever the fuck they want.
Fat ass old wife. They can. That's why they're. Yeah, I get it. They're just pissed at their own situation, so nobody else can be happy if they got to be stuck with some fat pig. I get it. It makes sense.
I mean, a lot of these dudes really just
Bringing it back around to Captain Planet and the pig guy. See,
You got
Look at
it.
that.
Yeah.
You got it.
a lot of these people really are just worried about catching their next reelection, and
No.
they're not principled at all. They're just following a crowd and
I still-
follow the money. Exactly.
I still feel like, man, like it could be social media. It could be the fact that it was a whole full years, but man, these people still have a fucking jetpack a fucking battery pack on their back, even though fucking this guy is fucking gone.
Yeah.
They still have some balls out there, and now they're really trying to.
They're trying.
They're trying to just let their balls out. They're trying to let their nuts hang, and it's like,
Nah, son.
somebody needs to
needs to cut them nuts off.
somebody needs to pop them bitches right back in. All right, so man, let's get off of this. Let's get
right.
off of that shit.
All right, yeah, it's depressing
All right,
me.
so
That's depressing.
what this is. Hollywood.
Hollywood. I always got to throw the Hollywood in there.
Yeah, no, I always appreciate it. All right, so at the time of this recording, today is a big fucking day, right?
Yeah, it is.
So today is a big day. This is by the time this episode drops, today would be the day.
I'll be
The
on my way to
multiverse
the theater.
of fucking madness. Now, at the time of this recording, however, Rotten Tomatoes,
Ooh, it's been
the Rotten
dropping.
Tomatoes score is 79% after 117 reviews.
Bro, it's lower than the Batman. I'm
And you know
nervous
what?
right now, dog. I don't like that.
Oh,
And
it dropped to
I don't go by
79?
that.
79.
I don't go by this though, man. These fucking reviewers suck.
I mean, they got the Batman.
What are
right?
the bad
They-
reviews saying?
I don't know. I didn't
Do
even
we
want
have
to
any
acknowledge
negatives?
that.
Yeah, read what's that first negative?
Man, These are sometimes they can be spoiler-ish, so I don't even like going through these. But sure, you want me to
use your best judgment.
Let's see. And the people that are Hollywood and Toto, like who are these fucking people? Anyway, madness is one of the last adjectives that come to mind when describing Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness. What?
That's a stupid review.
Exactly.
What's his name?
Robert Koger.
Fuck you, Roger Koger.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness doubles down on Spidey's intergalactic exploits to exhausting effect. Like these are just fucking random people that come on here from random ass fucking I don't even.
Big Scorsese fans, I'm guessing.
Who gives a fuck?
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't like reading reviews, man. If you guys, not y'all, but like if the listeners want to read reviews and go base it off of that, fucking go to Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't base anything off of it. Like I read them before I saw Batman, just to see what they were saying, and that didn't affect my viewing at all. I was curious what people had to say about it.
Sure.
And all of them were wrong, in my opinion, that I saw. So like it didn't bother me at all, but I was curious what negative things they would have to say.
This one, unfortunately, the magic, excuse the pun, is missing, as Sam Raimi's curious misstep never has a feeling of urgency. A film that spins its wheels, leaning on prolonged, needless action sequences meant to distract us from its flimsy narrative. So they're trying to say the story is weak.
It was covered up by effects and stupid bullshit that...
Let's see, another bad one. A summertime sequel that proves way too messy and geeky until it manages to double back around again into pleasurable absurdity. I mean, that's like every Marvel movie.
Right.
Yeah. These are just people that fucking don't like Marvel movies.
I bet they're from Mississippi. Something tells me.
Sure.
I mean, yeah. Well, the only bad one I've seen thus far is from the Daily Beast, as far as a reputable critic.
Yeah.
The rest of them are like Real Talk with Chuck and Pam, Hollywood and Toto,
these morning news shows
Myth,
in Topeka,
Tilt
Kansas.
Magazine, The Armchair Auteur.
Cool.
Either way, at this point, like I'm trying to avoid everything.
Yeah, we blocked out our Twitters.
We're not getting. I don't want to know.
We're not getting spoiled on Twitter. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I don't want to know anything that has to do with this. Right now, it's at a 79 with 117 reviews. I still feel like it's good because we kept seeing shit drop for fucking what was Batman at?
85.
85.
Batman's at a solid 85, and I don't think it's going anywhere because it's been there for a minute. I can't imagine another movie like doing better than Marvel.
That's not my fucking point is the fact that people love to hate fucking Marvel movies and they go into it thinking, oh, this is another fucking Marvel movie, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll give it a shitty review because they're just fucking people who just take pride in that. A lot of people take pride in hating
Spider-Man
fucking
No
Marvel
Way Home
movies.
is still sitting
DC
at a
too.
nice 93.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
however, that rode the coattails of fucking Tobey Maguire and fucking Andrew Garfield being in it.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
That's.
That doesn't show the Marvel hate that you're saying is taking place. I feel like all these Marvel movies should be getting shit on. If that's the case, if people just want to hate Marvel, why do they have such dope? Like something has to be up. If my man dropped to a 79 already, that makes me a little nervous. Not that I'm going to not see it. It's not going to affect my viewing. It's in my head. I know of it. I'm going to be aware of it as I'm watching the movie. It can't be helped at this point.
I honestly, I'm not liking going to fucking Rotten Tomatoes before the movie drops and before I have an opportunity to watch it to show its rating. Because now this shit is just like, oh, well, what's wrong with this movie? It's probably fucking fine. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking with our with the way. Oh, well, what's going on? Let's compare it to this one. But in my opinion, and I've said it before on this podcast, like you said, Spider-Man is sitting in a nice. I enjoyed the movie. It was a great movie. It was a great nostalgic moment But it's like after watching it a few times, that's what it fucking has. That's all it has is the fact that everyone was super excited about a multiverse and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming out in this fucking movie. And that's why people were super excited about it. And people that don't hate fucking Marvel were super fucking amped about it too.
But this is another multiverse movie that's going to have the same type of wild cameos and bullshit, right? Like as far as we know, that's not confirmed.
That's what I'm guessing.
There's a couple,
and I'm thinking
that in that same vein.
Well,
right?
I'm thinking is that people are thinking that they're tired of not tired of it, but they're like,
just happened.
They're like, oh, you just did another multiverse movie, and it's just it's getting mundane or whatever. Because I'm looking at these, even the fresh reviews, they're not like stellar. Like there's only like one or two of them on this first page at least that are like, this is an awesome movie and Marvel done it again. Most of them are like, this is a fresh review. This is an odd entry in the MCU.
Right.
That's not a good review, but it is. Clearly these superheroes are never going away.
See, look at that.
The weirdest, grossest movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe today.
But that's my point. My point on that is that a lot of people love to hate these Marvel, and the reason why I say that like the Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, is because those people, those are not movies that are, even though it's Spider-Man, it's the same fucking Marvel character. Those movies were tied to a time where the MCU did not exist, and people are tired. There's a lot of people that are tired of the quote unquote MCU
as
it is now. And the fact that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield came from a time where they did enjoy these types of movies and they were not over.
I don't know about Andrew Garfield.
I mean, more so Tobey Maguire.
Definitely the Tobey nostalgia was there. The Andrew Garfield, I think the nostalgia was there. It was definitely cool having all three of them. I think the Andrew Garfield nostalgia was there because people felt like he should have got a third movie and he was robbed. And
they only felt that after this movie, and they fucking loved him in this movie.
No, I think people have been feeling that for a while. People have been saying that, but there was also people that were like, how are they rebooting Spider-Man so soon after the most recent Spider-Man? Because like the Spider-Man 3, I think was like 2008, and then Amazing Spider-Man was like 2012. Like it wasn't that far later. Right. It might have been 2009. So like that's where I don't have a huge nostalgia factor for the Andrew Garfield part, but
I guess my major point on that is the fact that prior to the movie's release, the people that get to comment on these are a bunch of fucking nobodies in these that have these little articles and these fucking non-existent fucking websites that get to dictate how well they perceive this movie prior to its release. Now, after the fact, like if the movie had been released already and everyone has a chance to put it up there, I take a little bit more, or I'll take that number more so over these. I'm tired of fucking.
That's on Rotten Tomatoes for giving those bullshit critics the credence to say yes, these matter, and the audience, separating them from the audience score. Like as far as I'm concerned, these little podunk, fucking hick newspapers that have a review or some shit. Like, who the fuck are you? Why are you?
Agreed. I don't fuck with the full all critics page. I go to the top critics.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's
a
New
decent
York
Times, LA Times, whatever those.
There's
big
a decent
boys,
number of rotten reviews here on the top critics session.
And those I would at least take with a grain of salt. Like I would be ready for it. I would be like, okay, like people have said this. Like I would take that to heart more than I mean,
Richard Roper gave it a fresh review, but
Richard
still
Roper
didn't rate it that high.
Jesus.
Richard Roper? He's not even old.
Really? I thought Roper. I don't know. I think Mr.
Roper
from Three's Company is.
No, it was
Ebert and Roper, right?
Yes, it used to be Siskel and Ebert,
right?
Then Ebert and Roper, and then Ebert died, and now it's just Roper.
Is Siskel dead too? Siskel and Ebert.
Siskel died a long time ago.
Yeah, okay.
So like even right now, Morbius, right, was fucking dragged through the mud with that. It has a 71% audience score with more than 5,000 reviews. Now, compared to
That's
17
high.
compared to 17%.
What?
Compared to 17%.
71%?
71.
Holy shit.
Compared to 17%
It's a good popcorn
reviews.
flick then.
Well, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. But because it was dragged through the mud, nobody actually seen it. They're really going off of these fucking early reviews. But all of the people that were saying, like, I've seen it, of course, there were a couple that were just like, oh, like it missed it, but it was still a fun movie. Some people were like, I don't know why it's getting the bullshit reviews that it's getting. It was actually pretty good. But, you know, I guess in comparison to, like, Marvel movies, it's not as good. Which is generally always the comparison there. But I'm saying, like, I think I would much rather go off of an audience score. I'm going to give that movie a shot. I'm just not going to go to a theater to watch it.
Is it about time that we categorize Rotten Tomatoes with IGN?
No,
Is
no,
IGN
no.
and Rotten Tomatoes, are
because
they?
this is hurting me right here. I was following along with you, and I was agreeing with you.
Sure. No, you can.
Until I decided to look up Venom, both Venom and Venom 2.
Okay.
And Venom has a 30% tomato score and an 81% audience score. And Venom
really
2
like it.
has a 59% tomato meter and an 84% audience score. And both of those movies don't deserve either of those audience scores.
Yeah, no,
So
I
Rotten
do feel you on
Tomatoes is
that.
dead to us. Is that what you're saying?
I feel you on that. I feel you.
I'm
on
starting to feel like it might be.
I feel you on that. That's a tough one. I mean, the Venom movies, I didn't enjoy, but I see it for what it is. You know what I mean? When I see those movies, I'm just like, it's a Sony movie, which is probably why I probably won't hate Morbius. I just really, I don't know shit about Morbius, which is why I knew something about Venom, and that's what I hated about those movies, is that they turned it into something else. I know nothing about fucking Morbius, and I'm not gonna go looking up this fucking character and watching all other shit. So it won't make a fucking difference to me, and I may even fucking enjoy it. I know a bunch of people that are saying, "Oh, fucking Venom was amazing," and then they'll go watch something like No Way Home and go, "Oh, it was all right," or the Batman. I know. No. I saw someone. I know someone who said that they loved the Venom movies and that the Joker was trash, complete trash.
Who? Name them. They deserve to be called out first,
I'm not going to
middle,
call them
and
out.
last name.
I'm not going to call
That's
them out.
disgusting.
But
you should be
yes.
ashamed. If you're listening, you should be ashamed of your fucking self.
But why? Like, you know, I don't know. People just have their anyway. I don't even know where I'm going on that fucking rant. Shit just pissed me off. Let's move on.
I mean, I don't expect Doctor Strange to drop into the, less than
No, it's
50%.
No.
94%. But like, come on. It can be.
I'm just not going
79.
off. I'm gonna be there.
It
I'm
may
gonna be
go
there
up.
tonight.
Who knows?
and
There's only
I'm gonna be
118
super
reviews
fucking
so
excited.
far. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm there twice. So
Yep. I'm the only thing I'm mad about is that and apparently Kevin Feige came out and said the same thing. He feels like there was too many spoilers in the trailer. In the trailers that
doesn't he have like last fucking decision on that? Like
He should. Apparently not.
I know like the director
it wasn't
Sam
I
Raimi
don't-
is not involved in the trailer, right?
Yeah, but
I would
Kevin
feel
Feige
like
should be.
Kevin Feige as executive producer has final say on the trailers that are released.
Specifically, it was the latest trailer
I
that
didn't
was a
see
short.
it, but I've
don't
seen
watch it.
thumbnails.
Yes,
And
same.
it pisses me off. I see the thumbnails
Same.
and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Right, same.
I'm glad I
same.
didn't watch this stupid trailer. But if anything, honestly, sometimes I feel like the thumbnails make it even worse because I might have watched the trailer
and not picked up on
and
it.
not have even seen the freaking thing that they're pointing out in these IG or YouTube thumbnails.
So I don't want to, and I didn't want to be spoiled any more than that.
Exactly.
And it was a quick trailer with exactly what you said. Like one was super fucking obvious, like, oh shit. And then the other one was just like a quick second that you may have missed it. But anyway, we'll move on. So speaking of the Batman, we brought up the Batman earlier. The sequel has been announced, obviously including Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
And they announced that at CinemaCon 2022. So I'm excited for that.
It's formality.
Yes.
I mean, we all knew that was.
We all knew it, but it's
coming,
nice to know.
Yeah, it's good to hear them say.
It's
for
good
sure.
to know it's official. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean that's all in our heads. We could be going through plots and shit, and if it doesn't happen, what the fuck is it all for? But yeah, no, it's good to hear them say, "Yep, this is going to happen." And now we're just all going to speculate on who the villain's going to be. I've heard the Joker, some Mr. Freeze in there. There's been a whole bunch of speculation as to who the actual villain would be. Like a very, like a Mr. Freeze in that Matt Reeves universe, which the last Mr. Freeze we saw was Schwarzenegger and the Joel Schumacher fucking
I think that's
Batman.
just more, there's no rumors on that. But
It would be, I mean, no, I have
wanting
seen,
to.
I have seen I mean, that's what rumors are, right? When people start posting,
Speculating,
that shit's gonna have because people were making fan art and shit. Like I saw a whole bunch of crazy shit and speculation. Then I would fuck with that, dude. Like that character of Mr. Freeze is kind of a dark, sad character, and in a serious universe like that, where we take the Joker seriously, like we did with Heath, that could be dope. So we'll see.
Yeah. I personally would like to see if it's not the next Batman movie. I know that they're doing a show for Arkham Asylum. I'm hoping that we get the Arkham storyline where the Joker has taken over Arkham Asylum and Batman has to go through and fight his way through to take back the asylum.
That's such a dope storyline. How could nobody have made that yet, dude?
I mean, it seems like whatever they're building in this one has to do with because right at that scene at the end,
they were in Arkham.
He's not labeled as the Joker. He's just the insane inmate. I forgot what they labeled him in the credits. Yeah, but he's so young into it that he's not labeled as the Joker yet. So they can easily spin that into he pulls everyone together, bands everyone together, and they take over the asylum, and then Batman has to fight his way through. And that would be a fucking movie. Let me tell you, that would be crazy.
Shit.
So I'm hoping that they're leaning towards that in that world, because with that direction and that storyline, that would absolutely fuck.
Yeah, agreed.
So I'm hoping that they're doing that. That's just my thing. But also with confirmations, Ghostbusters, the sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife is also confirmed, because it apparently deserves a sequel, it says here.
Sure.
But it was a fun movie. It was a fun Ghostbusters movie for a new generation, for a younger generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have done well. It must have done well.
And well enough. Yeah,
It did.
guess so.
I mean, I saw it in theater on a whim.
I thought it was good. I saw
okay.
it. I believe I saw it when I had COVID earlier in the year.
It was
As a matter
fine.
of fact,
It was nothing I wasn't upset at it. I wasn't enamored by it. There was a lot of nostalgia, but it wasn't anything that I felt like it needed.
I feel like the nostalgia was there for us.
Yeah.
But the whole kid aspect of it is for that to start up a new generation, man. Like they had the little it checks all the fucking little boxes for the new generation, right? Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is these cute little marshmallow puffs that are kind of funny.
I wanted the sequel for our generation, the sequel that we deserved, not the Burger King toys
But the
that they want to
problem-
sell. Like I want that almost rated R, like that borderline PG-13. No, I know it's not. It's
You
never gonna
can't
happen.
take
It's never
anything
gonna
from the 80s.
No, I know.
And make
I know,
it current.
but that's what I want. Just make it R. Give us an R-rated Ghostbusters 3 that we should have got taking place directly after 2. Just somewhere in that time frame, bro, because that's That's what I wanted. Like, they put all the people in there. You got fucking Egon and shit, his spirit. Like, fuck off, dude. Like, I thought that was pandering. I felt like I was being pandered to when I watched it. I didn't care for that at all. I mean, it was okay. Paul Rudd. Can't go wrong with Paul Rudd. He's a great guy, funny guy. And if it were not for him, I probably would have shut it off halfway through. Yeah, I didn't.
I disagree.
It didn't do it for me.
I disagree. I don't think it was that bad of a movie.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. Jesus.
Right. I didn't think it was that bad of a movie. I just think it wasn't. It had enough for us, but it definitely wasn't intended completely and solely for us. And for them to recreate that magic that they had in the 80s is just not. You can't do it.
You gotta
I don't
try.
think you can.
Just try.
Just try. People have tried and they can't. It cannot be done. It's a whole different way of making movies nowadays, and that feeling is just not there. So they have to take in the people that are going to watch the sequel, right? Those are the younger kids,
Just
the younger
come up
generation.
with a new fucking concept. Like, stop
Right.
rehashing.
It should have been rebooted. It's not in a fucking way where it's just like, well, we're gonna make it an all-woman cast. Like, fuck.
I don't think anybody even counts that. Nobody counts.
Nobody
the all-woman
does.
cast.
They didn't. They released a box set and that movie was left out of it.
Of course.
It was just horrible. Why? Because they tried to turn it into a fucking niche thing. Like, just fucking make a good movie.
I feel like the new one was like how we think, or at least how I thought about the chick one, just with dudes. Like they tried really hard, and it was cool, and they made us a little nostalgic, which is probably what is why you're into it right now. But without that nostalgia, without the Egon, if it was just fucking Paul Rudd and that little bitch from Stranger Things. Who gives a fuck, dude? That's not my Ghostbusters. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, you're really acting your mustache.
I'm sorry,
right now.
Finn Wolfhard. I don't mean to disrespect you like that.
I mean, he probably.
Oh, he's wiping his tears with his millions of dollars right now, telling me to go fuck myself. But hey, joke's on me.
Oh man. Anyway, let's move on. Apparently here. So all right. So one of the movies that we are looking forward to in the MCU right now is Fantastic Four. So as we knew before, the director of the Spider-Man trilogy was supposed to take helm on Fantastic Four. His name is John Watts. He actually exited the movie, claiming that he is what was the quote here?
Burned out.
He said he's burned out from doing from pretty much doing superhero stuff, and that he's dedicated the last decade to completing the Spider-Man trilogy, and he just wants to move on. He's just burned out from doing
cool.
superhero stuff,
I mean,
which is fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is fine. But my question is is that a cop out?
No.
Is that a cop out from release? Why would you sign up for another superhero movie like you were billed to do it? You signed up for it. This is what you were billed to do. You knew because you already did that for the last decade. At that point, before even making the commitment of saying, yes, I'm down to do this, would you not have had the same fucking feeling?
I mean, shit changes. I mean, life's changed. Like, situations change.
I guess.
Marital problems, kid health problems. Like, who the fuck knows why?
I think
there's so many reasons.
When he signed on to do Fantastic Four, he hadn't even yet begun filming No Way Home. Or maybe was just starting the filming of No Way Home. So I think, you're hyped. You're about to finish your trilogy. And you're like, fuck yeah, I'll do another one. And then you go through the whole process of it and you're like, fuck, man, this is a lot. Like, I might be good on this.
Or making plans for a month from now, and then the day comes and you're like, I don't really want to fucking do this at all. Like, fuck all this. I'll make something up.
I guess I'm just hoping that it's not another foresight on a shitty Fantastic Four movie. You know what I mean?
You think he bailed? He's like, I don't want no part of
that's
this.
what I'm
Take
saying.
my
Like,
motherfucking name off this.
I don't even think they
hoping.
started
pre-production.
I don't even think they started pre-production, started even
agree
working
with
on
you
the
on that,
story. Maybe he gave it a shot and was like, I think maybe we could do this. And then the more he thought about it and the more he got into it, it was like, fuck, this is going to be more harder than I thought. I don't know that I want to go through all this bullshit.
Is it
Guys,
worth
I don't
his
wanna
mental
do this.
health, his sanity to go through this? Like, who knows how draining
There's a lot
it
of
is.
pressure, especially because
sure.
all 3 Spider-Man
sure.
movies were hugely successful.
Right. And all the Fantastic Four movies blew. So
Yeah.
this really had to step up and fuck. And like,
Yeah.
that's a lot on your
A
shoulders.
lot of
And
pressure.
I would take it on. I would be, if they want to tap me to direct the new Fantastic Four.
I know what you're ain't about. No, yes. All 4 Fantastic movies sucked.
Maybe the first.
What do you
the
think?
original-
The
This one was like,
Yeah.
all right, because
The one
it
with
was
Michael
Fantastic Four.
Chiklis? The Michael Chiklis one?
Yeah,
I mean,
but like
obviously
only
they
the
did-
first one, but even then,
Obviously,
it was
they
still
did
kinda
all
weak.
right if there were numerous versions of it.
I mean,
You
that
know,
was like a
they had
decade
sequels.
later, wasn't it? They were trying to like this. We know this other one was shitty, but let's try one more time. Is what it felt like. I don't think they were playing off the.
No,
don't
I
think
was talking about the
that
original
matters.
ones with.
Oh, from the 90s.
I don't think it was 90s. I think it was
No,
early
No,
2000s.
there was like
Chiklis one.
There was
Yeah.
there was an old Fantastic Four that they
Oh,
tried
no,
to do
no,
in
no,
like
yeah.
it was like a made for TV
No,
Fantastic.
I'm not
Four
talking
movie.
about nothing.
He's talking about the
made
Michael
for
Chiklis
TV.
joint.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the-
yeah.
what,
No,
Chris
yeah.
Evans,
Right.
right? Chris Evans
Yeah,
was
that was
Chris
that was
Evans.
garbage. That was a garbage
Johnny
film.
Storm.
Yeah.
It did what it had to do
Yeah.
when we were kids.
I mean,
I
that
mean,
was
we
that,
didn't- we
that doesn't
didn't know
count
he-
because that was Fox Universe,
That's
and
true.
those
That's
fuckers just. I mean, they made fucking X-Men movies forever, and
Sure.
they weren't great. There was not anything
Some of them weren't
after
even good.
like X-Men 2 was bad.
Yeah.
And they continued making them. So, yeah, did they make money? Sure, because people will go to the theater to watch X-Men.
Because we have the South.
Before fucking COVID. But now you got to come with the heat if you're trying to bring
Right.
people
Oh
out to
yeah,
the
yeah.
theater.
No, I agree.
Right.
I agree. Anything that they come out with as part of the MCU is gonna fucking demolish any other fucking Fantastic Four. But anyway, another movie that we are very curious about and very excited for is Wakanda Forever. Right? We want to
yes.
know,
We wanna know.
how they're going to honor T'Challa, aka Chadwick Boseman, and cast member. Let's see here, star Denai Guerrera. I'm horrible with pronouncing names.
Oh, I know who that is. Yeah. I think it's
which-
Danny. No?
It's spelled Danai.
Yeah.
That looks like opposite.
Danny.
It could be Danny. It could be.
Weird, Dan.
Either way, it says the quote, because I don't know if it's a guy or a girl.
It's a girl. She's the leader
That's
of
what I
the she's the girl from Walking Dead.
Ah, okay. I
Oh,
didn't know.
Michonne?
I didn't know her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
Michonne.
Michonne. Yeah.
I didn't know what her real name was. But either way, she says, I think beautifully, and I'm very thankful for how our amazing director and writer handled that, talking about, Chadwick Boseman's passing and how they will honor Chadwick Boseman.
Okay.
It's all about him. And for all of us, it's all an outpouring to love and to honor him. So apparently the movie is all about honoring Chadwick Boseman and the character of T'Challa. Somehow they put it all together to not only give it a storyline that we all would love,
The Dora
but also
Milaje,
somehow
that's what it is.
The Dora
Yeah.
Milaje, yes. I couldn't think. I was just I wasn't listening to anything you said because I was trying to think of that name.
Thanks for that. Yep. No, I appreciate it. Cool.
What a fucking dick.
Bro, he's really
it
acting
wasn't-
his
it wasn't-
fucking
no,
mustache
it
today,
wasn't-
yo.
He's honest.
He comes
At
in
least he's
here with a
honest.
fucking he comes in here with long
Come on,
hair
you never
and
fucking-
shit on
Long
his
hair
upper
and a
lip.
mustache.
With shit on his upper
Hippie
lip.
Dave, this fucking hippie. Come on, you guys never just blanked anybody out because you couldn't think of something. That wasn't on purpose. It wasn't anything spiteful. Like
He comes
couldn't help
he
it.
walks in with a fucking dirty Sanchez on his
Hey,
face.
I brought you a fucking Red Bull today.
Oh.
I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's it. That's the last fucking Red Bull you're gonna get from me.
As soon as he walks in, I'm like, thanks, bro. Thanks for the for the Red Bull, because I had my back turned. I'm like, thanks for the Red Bull, bro. I'm not, no bad drops for you. I'm not talking shit about you. And immediately look at his face and I go, Oh yeah,
No, it
never
was
mind.
worse because you looked at me through the camera. You were checking the camera on there, and you saw me through the camera. You didn't even look directly at me.
I was like,
So I can't
oh,
make eye contact with him.
yeah, never mind about that.
So I take that back.
I take that
take
back.
that
I'm
back.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Multiple drops.
Dora
Multiple
Milaje.
drops. Dora Milaje. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, though, they're gonna fucking honor
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, they are.
Good.
So
You're damn right there.
I can't wait
They
to.
better
I can't wait to
fucking
see
right.
how they pull that shit together. I have no like. I'm
When is that
excited.
movie supposed to drop?
I'm excited
This
for
year,
the movie.
wasn't it? November? December?
No, that was. I
And I
think
think
it was
it's next
pushed
February.
back.
Oh, was it? Fuck.
Yeah, it was pushed back.
Fuck me. Hey, was Michonne in the first Black Panther?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was? She looked familiar. Maybe I just didn't recognize because she was bald,
bald,
probably,
yeah.
right? Because she was the
Yeah,
Dora
she was bald.
Milaje.
She was in the first Black Panther and in all of the Avengers Infinity
I knew
Saga.
She was in
I
Endgame.
saw it. I
and
gotta
I think
look
she
her
was
up now.
in maybe the first Doctor Strange. Oh, there was another movie
yeah.
besides those
Where
two
Dora Milaje popped
where
up.
the Dora Milaje popped out. And
Winter
Marvel,
Soldier,
Winter
Falcon and
Soldier,
Winter
Captain
Soldier.
Marvel,
Yeah,
Winter Soldier.
I beat you to it. We were racing our thoughts there.
To answer your question, yes, this year is it's actually expected November 11th.
That's right, bitch.
This
That's
year,
what I
okay.
said.
This year.
November.
It was the TV show that it's tied to that was postponed.
Oh, I didn't even remember that.
There's a TV
Yeah, it's-
show?
That's
It's
what I'm
tied to-
saying. What?
No. It's tied to Iron Heart. Iron Heart somehow has a connection to this, and Iron Heart was pushed back.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so
That
so
sounds
yeah,
about right.
so other than that, we had a couple of cancellations that probably would be no surprise to us, but Space Force was canceled by Netflix after 2 seasons.
Glad I never started watching it.
I tried watching a couple of episodes. I wasn't into it.
I
It
didn't
wasn't
like
my
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
really.
As much as I wanted to, it wasn't fun.
Right.
I always thought, like, man, Dave, that's something you should watch because that would be really funny to you. Are you guys telling me that's not the case?
I honestly was
Jimmy O-
surprised when
Jimmy
they
O
came out with
Yang?
a second.
Jimmy O Yang is hilarious.
I was surprised when they came out with a second season.
Okay.
I really
Well, then I'll
was.
never
I was
watch it.
as well.
ever.
I
Yeah.
tried to watch it during it came out in the pandemic time, so I was like, "Ooh, good show to watch during the pandemic." Mm-hmm. And
it was a miss.
Damn.
Yeah, I just
That's
didn't find it
shocking
funny
to
at
me.
all.
I just thought I was another show I was sleeping on.
Nah, I watched.
I would absolutely
one,
watch
maybe
Barry
two.
before that.
Okay.
Sure.
That's fair.
Barry was great.
I think Barry is up next, honestly. I think that's
You got to.
we're approaching that Barry territory. I think
Okay.
I'm getting
I
in the
like it. I
I'm
like it.
entertaining the idea of maybe watching Barry soon. So
We'll
see how that goes.
And like I told Johnny, I think it was last week that it was quick. It's half
yeah,
hour.
he banged it out real quick.
It's half-hour episodes. I think is it 2 or 3 seasons? It's 3 seasons, right?
Three.
Third
Yeah,
season
the third
just
one
started.
just dropped. So
So I got time. before
eight
the other
episodes
4.
per season.
Oh, that's like a British show. It's basically
Yeah.
like,
it's good though.
Peaky
It's like
Blinders.
3
Oh, I
hours of
love it
content.
though.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was good. It was-
4
it's-
hours of content.
It's so funny. It's such a good show. It's really funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so another one that's not that surprising. I'm actually more surprised that it made it 4 seasons before this news came out. But it's BatWoman on CW.
4
They're saying-
seasons they had of that show?
Wow.
Oh no, my
They
bad.
gave
3
it-
seasons. They had 3 seasons. 4th
3
season is
seasons
not
they had of
happening.
that show?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
they didn't cancel it after 4 episodes, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, no. Remember there was that whole thing during
recast?
COVID
They
where it
recast,
was
right?
Ruby Rose.
Right.
She had all these issues. They
She did
fucking
one
fired
season,
her.
right?
Yeah, they fired her and they cast a whole nother, which was crazy because Ruby Rose had the red hair and it was like a whole thing. And then the person they recast her with was a black woman with this curly ass hair. It was like the weird thing.
They made her hair
Probably-
red though, right? I feel like she
slightly.
dyed her hair red.
Slightly, yeah.
Yeah. It was
no,
weird.
Ruby Rose looked like she had a fucking legit wig. Like,
Yeah.
For me, this whole Batwoman, Batgirl shit where the hair comes out, I guess, like that shit is comic book accurate, but the shit looks corny in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
doesn't play on camera.
yeah, so don't listen to what
not a
Rocco's
fan.
telling you. It just doesn't look right. Okay, it's all CW. It's all CW ish.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what he says when that movie drops.
Oh my God, the Batgirl.
I hope it actually fucks, but
that Batgirl does. I mean,
it just doesn't look promising, bro.
Leslie Grace, come on.
Yeah, it doesn't look promising,
I cannot take her seriously as a superhero.
Who is Leslie Grace? What is she from?
What else has she been in?
I think she was in the Lin-Manuel Miranda In the Heights.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, she was in the Heights.
I don't see. Yeah.
And I don't see her as a superhero.
No, that fucking costume just does not look good.
Yes, and that's what I was really trying to get across to Rocco. And I was like, bro, all of the set photos that I've seen,
Look at that shit.
I don't care how comic accurate the costume is. That's awesome that it's the right colors and the right cut of the costume. Wonderful. It looks phony and cheap as fuck. Like it doesn't look like, maybe it's just the lighting on the set photos. Maybe they'll change it when they color grade the movie. But
if I wanted to be Batgirl for Halloween, that's the costume my mom would buy for me to wear. She'd be like, "Yeah, you can wear this."
It looks like a fucking Spirit Halloween costume. It does not look.
It's bad.
Like they spent $2,000 on this fucking costume or whatever.
It checks all of Rocco's boxes, right? It's Batgirl, so we have representation on a woman's side.
Is she Puerto Rican? Is she Puerto
she's
Rican?
Hispanic.
Okay.
So
I think she's
he loves that.
Oh, she's Dominican.
Yeah, she's
where's the
Hispanic,
Puerto Rican
so,
representation, though? Is what I want to know.
She's there.
It is.
So that's there. And he just loves this character for some reason. I don't know. I don't read the comics, but that is his shit.
What's her
and what makes it before you answer that question, what makes me sad about this, right? Whatever the movie could be, whatever. I'm just not set on this because of this. But what makes me sad is I'm seeing this set photo, and Michael Keaton is confirmed to be in this movie.
Yeah.
What's he wearing?
That rubber fucking suit that came out. Yeah. No, do you remember the photo that they came out with?
Yes, that's bad.
That me and Danny were having a conversation about, and we're just like, "Yo, this is really what they're doing with Michael Keaton." Like,
this is it.
But and of course, he it was being praised by the circle on Facebook, from our previous network, and it's just like, guys, like, this does not look good, bro. Like, it just doesn't.
It does not.
But
that looks bad.
We'll see how it all turns out. Hopefully, I want to eat my words. I want it to be really good and be like, yo, I was wrong. That shit was fucking
I hope it's the Dark
fire.
Knight and it just fucks our shit up. Like, holy shit.
Yep.
But it's not gonna.
It's definitely, to me, when I look at it,
the Dark Knight shit.
It's the coloring and the lighting, because it just looks. It's like, why is this so bright?
It looks plasticky.
It looks plasticky. It looks like it might be leather, but she put a lot of effort into this leather jacket to sew this extra thing on. All right, fine, whatever. It's comic book accurate. That's cool. And I'm looking at a photo side by side next to the comic book image. All right, yeah, I get it. But the comic book image, it's a dull leather, and this is like a shiny, tacky leather.
Yeah, tacky.
And again, it could very well be the grading, the overall image that they place. If they change that and they dull it up, they get rid of all that bright, shiny. Because right now, this to me looks like some Batman Forever. Not even Batman Forever. What's the Batman 3?
Like all
the. No. I'm talking about the Val Kilmer shits.
Yeah.
Like
it was Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Oh, was
Batman Forever? That's what this looks
one.
like to me. Like that, like
you see the guys on rollerblades playing hockey, and the
like
fucking
I see fucking Jim Carrey as the Riddler that she's
Poison
fighting.
Ivy with that bullshit. Yeah,
this is it just looks cornball, man.
There is another photo. If you look on IMDb, it's probably like the third one down that looks a little more saturated. It's a little darker. That doesn't look as bad.
Yeah, I can see it. It's just more like Batman.
Yeah. It looks
darker,
like more like
a black.
Sure. Where it's like, all right, let's see.
Maybe.
But that one bright photo.
Yeah,
that was really. That didn't look good. But we're always having that debate. There's a few set photos here though. see, that's the picture of Michael Keaton. If you go down, it's photo number 8 of 14, where it's like in this rubber suit. That shit that doesn't look like it fucking deflects bullets. I'm sorry.
No.
That looks fucking
like a
horrible.
waterbed mattress.
Yep. And I wonder if they still used Jordan 6s for these for his boots.
Yeah. He was wearing.
Is that really what they used in the 89?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan 6s that they added the shit over the top of it. It was custom made by Nike, but it was definitely Jordan 6s.
Yeah. He's crossing dudes up while they're not filming scenes, just fucking dude.
But no surprise there that the show was canceled.
Yeah.
All right. So something that's been confirmed: Michael Shannon will return as General Zod in The Flash.
Oh, he's hurting that bad for money? Because we know that Michael Shannon doesn't give a fuck about comics or anything.
None of it.
Superman related. So yeah, that's literally a paycheck for that
Like
guy.
in the Flashpoint movie, you mean?
Yeah.
He'll still kill it because Michael Shannon always brings it, but that doesn't mean he gives a fuck about what he's doing. Well, like what he's saying, what he's doing. Like, because you've seen those interviews of him talking about being in the original, the whatever Superman movie he was in.
Yeah.
And he was just like,
he seems like a guy that doesn't give a fuck.
no,
about much.
he was like Anthony Hopkins in Westworld, bro. He didn't give a fuck at all. Like, yeah, it was literally a check to him.
Sign
So
my paycheck.
that doesn't excite me at all. I mean, it's good for the series because the dude can act, but it kind of makes me sad knowing that even when they are acting, like they don't give a shit. Like that bums me out a little bit. But like I said, it's Michael Shannon still, so he brings it regardless. He's always that quirky. I've never seen like a shitty Michael Shannon performance. Like as much as I want to bitch at him about not giving a shit about the material and all
a
that.
good bad guy.
He is. The dude can act for sure.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make me super excited knowing that he'll be back. But it could be worse. They could have replaced him with somebody like
They're just bringing
a poor man's
they're
Michael
doing
Shannon.
exactly what they're doing all the same bullshit.
That Marvel's doing.
Multiverse.
They're bringing let's bring back these old dudes. Some stuff like that's the same thing that DC's been doing, dog. Like that's why I was so pumped that the Batman was so good, honestly, because like just DC in general has been scaring me. They should have
went with the original. If they were gonna do Flashpoint, they should have went with the original premise for Flashpoint. It would have been some multiverse-ish type shit without doing multiverse shit the way that Marvel is doing.
And now they're just like, yo, we need that Marvel shit.
Yeah, now we're just like, we're also doing the multiverse. And not only that, but
we
that
got a
shit has been,
multiverse too, guys.
Yeah, and now that shit is pushed back even for
it's going to be so irrelevant by then.
Who is going to give a fuck in 2023?
If we're already sick of the multiverse to the fact that Doctor Strange has a 79 and DC thinks they're going to come out in 2 or 3 years and do another multiverse style movie and it's going to hit.
This movie was announced during COVID. I remember us being here like
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, we were being here speculating about it during COVID. Wondering what it's and now it's 2022.
Ezra Miller
and the movie should be dropping. But no, now it's pushed back into 2023. Yeah, Ezra Miller is fucking slapping people left and right down the fucking
daily
in Hawaii.
Like, breakfast. Oh, then I got to slap a tourist at 10 o'clock and get on with my day.
He's like the Hunter S. Thompson of DC right now.
Ooh, good call.
Nice.
Just fucking taking Quaaludes, cocaine, and smacking people. Like
I mean, it sounds fun. Just keep your hands to yourself, dog. That's all that we ask.
Oh man,
have fun.
I went down that rabbit hole with my girl because we were talking about Hunter S. Thompson and Fear and Loathing and all that shit, and I went through the list of his daily routine. Have you heard that?
Oh yeah, it's the cocaine, the drink, the screwdrivers, his daily.
Fucking crazy.
She didn't know about this.
No, she didn't know about it. So as I went down the list, and it's just like cocaine,
alcohol, marijuana,
weed to balance himself out,
mescaline.
This was all
LSD.
She laughed immediately as just the first line, 3 p.m. rise.
3 p.m. Right.
That was his daily routine.
A screwdriver and a gram of cocaine to get started. Like, it was that wild.
3:15 cocaine. Oh man, it's like
Quart of gin
wild.
at 3:45. Like, it just
Wild.
got insanely worse, and
Yeah.
that's why he's my hero.
Jeez.
My man
mean-
held his shit for that long, but eventually that was
Yeah.
it. He's like, I can't do this anymore. It's a
Committed
hell of a
suicide.
life to live for anybody going.
He
that
actually
high.
he actually left a note saying, you know, it's like, man, I'm 60 whatever, I think it was like 67. That's 12 years longer than I wanted to.
Hey, fucking A. The balls on that
Oh,
guy.
man.
That's all I gotta say.
I guess
The
there was
balls on
also
Hunter
a
S.
quote.
Thompson.
There was a quote of him saying, like, "Yo, if suicide wasn't an option, I wouldn't know how to deal with life." Like, so
One of a kind. One of a
yeah.
kind. Him
I
and
have
Johnny
to watch
Depp.
Fear. I have
two
to
peas
watch
in a
Fear and
pod.
Loathing. I've never
It's been a
seen it.
while. Oh, you've never seen it?
I've never seen it,
Oh,
no.
dude.
Oh,
It's-
wow.
That's great. It's a weird, wild move.
Yeah,
Little Toby
that's what I
Maguire
hear.
in there too for you. You wouldn't think it, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was actually in Puerto Rico when they filmed The Rum Diary.
Oh,
Really?
nice.
Yeah, I was. it
I
was-
see. I didn't know.
Were
I
you
knew
in the
that. I
background?
know that starred Johnny
I don't know.
Depp, but I didn't
Yeah.
know it was written
It could
by
be.
Hunter S.
Johnny could be
Thompson.
in that movie. We don't know.
I might be. I don't know.
Maybe. Could be in the
I
Rum
was
Diary.
definitely there during a scene where they were like driving through like old San Juan, and there was like all the, you know, the plena dancers and the people with the masks and shit, and they were doing like this carnival type thing. I remember being there and be like, what the fuck is going on? And just like looking in the background and trying to like get an idea. I had no idea who was there, who was filming what was happening. It wasn't until like, I don't know, like years later, I was like, whatever was that movie that was being filmed when we were in Puerto Rico? And I looked it up and I was like, oh, that movie came out already. I didn't even hear anything about it.
You got to go watch it. See if you're in
I
it.
did
was
end
gonna-
up watching
Oh,
it,
you
but
did.
I don't remember seeing myself in it.
Something you would remember, I think.
Sure. Johnny's like the he's close second to the most interesting man that I know.
Yeah, for sure.
Close second.
I mean,
It was
he
just
might
a
be the
very
most
I
interesting.
was
I
there
don't know
for-
many
I-
more interesting people than
Pretty
Johnny.
sure I was there for my grandmother passing away or something like that.
Not as interesting.
No, that's not.
No,
you know,
it wasn't. But it was. But I was there, and
You were. Basically on the set.
yeah,
you were
it
basically
happened.
a set hand.
I was basically there.
Production.
I was
Key grip.
basically a PA.
You were almost a key grip on
Sure.
that movie, Johnny, is what I'm hearing.
Could
They
have
were
been
on one side of the
been.
island. I was on the other. I was there. Yeah, Johnny's close second only because he was the most interesting man. And then at my latest job, there's a dude there.
Oh, shit,
who-
Johnny, you got competition.
Yeah,
You need to
no,
step your
there's-
shit
bro,
up.
there's-
I gotta
dude, there-
step it up?
Every time I talk to this man, he has another part of his life that he just tells us about nonchalantly. He's just like, yeah, I was bartender for X amount of years. I was the drummer for Miley Cyrus for like a year. And I went on tour with her, and just like everything that came out of this fucking man's mouth was just like, and it was so nonchalantly that it's like, I'm not even questioning it.
It's always the best.
It's just like, yeah, it was just like, I'm not even, he could completely be lying about the whole fucking thing.
Sure.
But he said it so convincingly that I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like,
Right.
why are you here? What are you?
Yeah, that's what
are
I
you
was
doing?
thinking.
That's how I do it.
I was like, why are you where you are?
Right. But anyway, all right. So continuing with that. Another movie, since we talked about it earlier, Venom 3 was also, since we were so pumped about that was also confirmed to be in the works. We're all excited about that. Yeah. Back to the MCU though.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige actually confirmed that his people are now on an island, mapping out the MCU up to 2032.
On
So the next
a
10
literal
years,
island?
The next 10 years. Yeah, it says Kevin Feige reveals plans for the MCU up to 2032. Not long after the end of the Infinity Saga, which played roughly a decade, Marvel Studios is currently busy developing projects as it continues to build the franchise. So probably before there was not, like we thought everything was planned out, and it wasn't. It wasn't as we thought it would be. I
think it's always been. I think they do this every 10
map
years,
it out.
right?
They know,
like
they
map
know
it
what
out.
they're gonna do.
The
They have an
phases,
idea,
at least, right? Like
the phases, but the intricacies that we thought that how each movie wove into the next. Right. I think that was definitely not as planned as we kind of gave credit for. But even for this, like I gotta feel like at some point, because they've been doing so comic booky shit. I gotta feel that they're gonna comic book the MCU in a way where they just reset everything and start all over.
Eventually, sure.
There's no way they're really. There is a way, but are they really thinking about 10 years continuing the same universe that we've been living since 2008 with the original Iron Man? Like,
do we have anything else like that?
Universe?
Is there anything else like that? Star Wars?
I guess Star Wars.
That'd be the closest thing, right?
But Star Wars didn't release.
Right. There's such a big gap.
There's a huge gap. Yeah, Star Wars wasn't releasing shit every year.
But I would say that's the closest thing. That's the closest thing to the MCU that we know since Iron Man came out. What, 2008 was it?
Yeah. The only other thing I could think that was anywhere near with a ton of movies back to back.
Fast and the Furious. Don't say Fast and the Furious, dude. Don't say Fast and the Furious.
I mean,
it's disgusting. You're disgusting. You're disgusting.
Yeah.
They got 10 movies in like 18 years.
Except the MCU is good.
But you fuck with all those movies, so I don't want to hear that bullshit.
What movies?
Fast and the Furious movies.
I don't,
yes,
bro.
you do. Stop playing.
No, I don't.
Don't play with us.
I watch them all. I think I've seen every single one, but
Hobbs and Shaws.
I've seen that one too.
Yeah.
Not
mainly
like
because it was The Rock
like
and fucking Idris Elba.
Fan ambition or anything. I watch them just like to watch something. I got to see when they fly out into space and fucking shoot down. I don't know how they.
You can't top
didn't
space.
They say
dog.
fucking Justin Lin left the Fast and the Furious? I don't know if that was one of your stories. Sorry for stealing
it. It is. Yeah, Justin Lin, the director, he bounced from doing Fast 10.
Is there a weird video or
because
something?
of Vin Diesel? He said Vin Diesel shows up late to the set and he doesn't know his lines and he shows up out of shape.
There was something about a weird video of Vin Diesel holding Justin Lin hostage. Did you see that? I swear to God, that's a real thing.
I am sure.
I didn't watch it, but I saw the tweets. It was weird.
Oh man, you got to share that if you do come across it.
I will.
But back to shit that actually matters, the fucking MCU. Yeah. Horrible. Fuck Vin Diesel, man. Even The Rock won't fuck with him.
Right. If The Rock don't fuck with you, you fuck something up because The Rock loves everybody.
I got the video
He's
right
the
here.
nicest dude. You got it?
You know you're fucking
Thank you. I'm not crazy. You watching it?
I'm trying to get it to load. Vin Diesel on set with Justin Lin days before he quit the film. That's why he was holding him hostage. Is he didn't want to let him leave because he was already ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm off the fucking fan. Fuck Fast and the Furious and that whole shit. Vin Diesel's been trying to close that shit out, bringing everybody in for this last fucking movie. Fuck that franchise.
Imagine if just the first movie existed.
It would have been great.
It would have been great, dude. Like the first Fast and the Furious movie was dope. The cars, the
They
story, like that's it. After that, no other bullshit. Just that movie, standalone,
let it
Watchmen
live.
style. Let it go. You got it out there. Take it
great.
in.
Yeah.
That would have been great. I could have fucked with that. But when you get greedy like that, and it's just, it
and
gets
even if
sloppy.
you want to extend it, like after anything past 5 was just like
I don't just even just
No,
standalone.
The problem is every one of these fucking movies makes hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
How will
They
any
got to.
studio say no?
Yeah, that's why they're there. That's why we were blessed with all of these movies.
Blessed.
All right, man. Let's move the fuck on, man. Fuck Fast and the Furious. Another one that I'm looking forward to within Marvel is Ant-Man and the Wasp. So it was supposed to come out in July of 2023, and the Marvels was supposed to come out in February, but the two have swapped. So now we're getting Ant-Man and the Wasp on February 17th, 2023, and the Marvels is coming out in July 28th, 2023. So
Dope.
So they're switching spots. I still don't really know what the Marvels is. Probably nobody does, but
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp I know is going to be
was gonna
fucking
say.
great. So I can't wait to see that. And we're getting it sooner, so that's fucking dope. Jesus, what?
Sorry.
No, Jesus, what?
I just started looking at how much money these fucking Fast and Furious movies
Oh,
have
Jesus
made.
Christ. I try to move past that shit.
I know.
Fuck.
But there's
Fuck.
too many of them that made $1 billion.
Yeah. Like in
I-
China and
that-
shit, like all combined, you're saying?
Yeah, when they get the worldwide numbers, there's at least 3 of these movies that have made over $1 billion.
Because imagine how dope, like, Indian people think that shit is. Like, it's cool, American cars. And, like, I could see why those are banking all across the fucking world. Because that's, like, what people think America is like. And
I guess. I don't know.
They're right,
Let's move
and that's
on.
why
Let's
it
move
sucks.
On. Let's move on.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Like, the fate of the...
let's move on. Let's move on. The fate of the
The
Furious.
Fate of the Furious made only $226 million in the U.S., which is, granted, a lot of a lot of moolah, right?
Sure.
Internationally, it made $1 billion on its own on the international market. That is fucking crazy.
I have a
fuck with
feeling.
America.
I have a feeling because Vin Diesel is doing nothing else but these movies. That's why he is single-handedly trying not to fucking let it die.
Right.
Once these movies are done, he is going to tour fucking the Chinese, Japanese
hell
circuits,
yeah.
promoting Fast and the Furious, going around talking about family.
Right.
For the next fucking 20 years.
Please.
He's just
Old and...
people, you know how people dress up as fucking Elvis? They're gonna be fucking fat fucks with fucking sleeveless shirts and shaved heads, fucking being Vin Diesel.
It's like seeing old ass Dan Aykroyd in his
That's enough, that's
Ghostbusters
enough.
outfit.
Yes,
my bad
please.
for bringing
Thank
it
you.
back. My bad.
Thank
my
you.
bad.
Thank you, damn it. Jeez. Family. All right. So Disney released their 2022 and 2023 movie slate. A lot of them we know already. Let me see if there's anything that we haven't talked. So Lightyear we know is coming out in June. What?
New Fast and the Furious.
hate
over
you.
here is
Shut
about
the
to
fuck
say.
up.
That's what he was about to say.
Shut up.
Nothing.
Lightyear's coming out in June. The Bob's Burgers movie in May 27th. I didn't know that was
Okay.
Disney. Thor Love
That's
and
Fox.
Thunder, July. Yeah. The Banshees of Inisherin, October. A re-release of Avatar in September. So we're getting the Avatar re-release
Thank
prior
God.
to the sequels because we all need that. Wakanda Forever, November 11th.
Chip.
Amsterdam, November 4th. Let me just skip some of these ones we don't fucking know. Avatar, The Way of the Water is December 16th. The Marvels, February, which we now know that's Ant-Man
Right.
and the Wasp now. Haunted Mansion is getting, I guess, a reboot because that's coming out in March 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy, May 5th.
Okay.
Indiana Jones, June 30th.
What the
And
fuck?
The Little Mermaid, May 26th.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
getting
Ariel.
We're getting Indiana Jones with fucking Harrison
Did I know
Ford.
that?
Like, why the fuck do we keep having Harrison? Like, the man is old. What the fuck is he doing?
Wheelchair racing.
That's what didn't we cover that a while ago?
We
that
did,
he
yeah,
fucking
we
hurt
did,
himself
Isn't
again.
Isn't it
crashed
a
a
little bit
plane.
more realistic that he's like whatever, 76 years old and an archaeologist, because that's
Right.
like what most archaeologists are really like.
Sure.
But on the second hand, if because I was just bitching about how Ghostbusters changed it up with that new bullshit. Like
Yeah.
I can't come at Indiana Jones and be like, oh, he's old now. Like that's what I wanted the old ass Ghostbusters to come in
Yeah.
and fuck shit up. So like I can't say a lot. I'm glad that they're sticking with fucking Harrison Ford
Nah,
at least,
man.
and
I honestly-
not coming out with some Paul Rudd fucking Finn Wolfhard bullshit.
Nah, I like the idea of that they were pulling out prior of Chris Pratt taking the helms as Indiana Jones and making it just a newer
Well, I
version.
thought you were going to say, what's his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
What's his
LaBeouf.
nuts? Shia
Oh
LaBeouf.
no, that obviously a long time ago that shit was scrapped.
Yeah.
But no, there were talks of a reboot, a complete reboot. Not that shit that he was passing it down to his son bullshit. Just like a reboot, and it was supposed to be Chris. Yeah, because that's what the fucking Crystal Skulls was about. Like,
Yeah.
it introduced Shia LaBeouf as his son, and
That's kind of like some Ghostbusters
he
bullshit.
was
is what I'm
he was
hearing.
passing it on. Yeah, exactly.
So if Harrison Ford is still in this one, I mean, obviously we don't know, but like,
No,
they
Shia
can't
LaBeouf is not.
ignore that Shia
They
LaBeouf
are.
is his son, right?
Absolutely
Like, that
not.
happened.
Not canon.
Absolutely ignoring it.
That's crazy.
Old
I don't
ass
know
having-
how I like the idea of Chris Pratt, but the fact that he's been doing the Jurassic Park movies,
Yeah.
and
And those
been
haven't
kind of,
those haven't been blowing my socks off
but
either.
it's just been like a
No,
very
it's pretty
similar character. Like he was playing
Sure.
like kind of the Alan
Sure.
Grant type-ish.
yeah, a young
character.
Alan Grant. Sure,
Yeah,
Sure.
and I don't know how I would feel of him doing Indiana Jones.
he's gonna do
And
a
that's
young
probably
Harrison Ford impression.
that's probably why they passed it. They passed on that.
It was Chris Pratt overload.
Sure.
Ooh, what if we got Tom Holland? Be the new Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, and be like Uncharted.
hello, he just did
Overload.
Uncharted.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah,
can't
watching
do that.
him in Uncharted, I think he could be Bond. Tom Holland could be Bond.
All right, we're gonna move on now.
Yeah, let's move on from
so
that. There's no way.
What? Get the fuck out of
move
here!
on.
Like that's
some
dismissible.
short
Get the
shit,
fuck
dude.
out of here!
That's
Get
some
the fuck.
short man shit, dude. Like, yeah.
Yo,
those short
come on.
guys
Tom
be
Cruise
Bond,
can
too.
be Ethan fucking Hunt? And this short ass
Yeah.
motherfucker can't be Bond? Get the fuck out of
Nope.
here. Y'all are stupid.
I'm
Y'all
not.
are
I'm not even
stupid.
talking about short shit.
Bullshit.
I'm not even talking about the short shit. I'm talking about how,
Not hearing it no more.
him as an actor right now, like him in Uncharted, pretty much played fucking the whole Spider-Man kiddish shit, where he was having the jokes and all of that shit. Like it was good. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I'm not saying that he did
as
bad.
an action hero. I could see it.
I can see
could
him
see it.
being Bond down the road when he's let go of his kid shit.
Sure. No, he's got to grow up a little bit.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
still
yeah.
young to be a Bond or a young
It's
Bond.
tough to see
but
him
like,
as
I
Bond
could-
because he's very much a
he's
kid.
got the action chops that aren't just like swinging from webs. Like the dude.
No,
He
and
had
like,
his shit down,
Like
for
we
sure.
said, Cherry was dope. And what was the other one? The Netflix original.
It was like a Western.
Oh,
No, it wasn't a Western.
What am I thinking of?
Damn it. I can't recall the name.
Something in the dark. I don't know. But it was really good. It had Rob Pattinson in it. and all
Yeah.
that.
He was the pastor or some shit, right?
Yep. That one was
Devil All
actually
the
really
Time.
good. The Devil All the Time. Yep.
That's it.
That was actually a really good movie, and he played a deeper character.
Right.
But in these movies, he tends to play like the action movies. He tends to play that.
That's not his
Witty-
fault. That's the writing.
Yeah, it is the writing. It is the writing, but it just makes me hard. It makes it hard for me to see him as 007. That's all.
I get it.
So,
I get it.
but I can see
I
him
wouldn't
as
take him
007
serious.
down the
Once
road.
he matures, he needs
once he matures,
he needs to
would
look a
have
little
to-
older. He
sure,
still looks
yep.
like he's 12.
I'll
If
give you
anything,
that.
he could
But
be
as of
Ethan
right now,
Hunt.
it's tough. He
Okay.
can be Ethan Hunt. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give him
He
that.
can't be
That's pretty. That's a
007
close.
is too
He could be 007.
debonair, man.
But he's British, bro. He's got it.
Doesn't
Like that's he's
matter.
already
He's
got
not
the Brit down.
smooth, though. He's not smooth.
He's that's the writing, dog. You just said that was the writing. I bet Tom Holland could be smooth. You give him some smooth ass
I
writing.
can't see him. I
Daniel
can't see
Craig.
him do
Put
it.
him in Casino Royale. He could do it. We'll see.
All right.
Did you see The Devil All the Time?
No.
Give that a watch.
Why he's smooth and devil all the time?
I don't know if he's smooth, but he plays more of a straight character than we've seen him.
Not an awkward.
I mean, he was a straight
teenager.
character in Cherry.
He was, but he's just a little bit more I don't know. He does a better job of that in Devil All the Time. So just watch it. Give it a shot.
I mean, I
Get
will.
it done.
Yeah, no,
done.
it's a good movie, but I can see him having the chops to do it when the time is right.
Yeah,
But right now he's just that kid actor.
that's fair. He still has a young.
He still has some
Damn,
aging
kid
to
actor.
do before he's
My man's like 28 years old.
yeah, but that's
But
Yeah,
he
he
looks
just-
like a
he
kid.
look- yeah,
You
he
can't-
he
you
looks
can't
like a
fight
kid.
that.
He's still in
He
he's
does.
You gotta
still
grow a
in fucking high
mustache like
school on that
Dave.
shit.
He's got. That's how I look older. I don't want to look like Tom Holland. So
Last thing that I want to bring up is John Woo, who's famous for a bunch of Japanese action flicks back in the day.
Chinese.
Chinese, yes, my bad. Chinese action flicks back in the day, usually starring Chow Yun-fat.
Chow Yun-fat.
He's actually reimagining one of his most successful films, The Killer, as a Peacock series. So,
Like an American version of it, right?
yep.
It does scare me that it's on the cock, though.
No,
does
I
scare me
mean,
that
what
you-
has come from the cock that we're like, yo, you got to check this out. It's on the cock only, though. You got to check it out on the cock. Like,
Although
Nothing.
I was
Nothing,
nothing, no. I've been enjoying
Bel-Air?
some shit.
Is that the
on,
biggest cock
probably.
series?
Yeah. MacGruber, I haven't heard shit
McGrew,
about
I haven't
that.
heard shit about
Nothing.
McGruber either.
Nothing.
No.
That time has come and gone. my friends.
Nobody, even the movie, you never heard shit about it other than from like people that were like, yo, this shit was weird, crazy.
But I thought the same shit about Paramount Plus. I'm actually enjoying some shit on Paramount Plus.
You watching? Anybody watching
wait,
The Offer on
I
Paramount
haven't
Plus?
seen it yet. I just
haven't
haven't
seen it.
had the
need
time.
to
It's
watch. I need
dedicated.
to watch
I
it.
haven't seen it yet. My only complaints with Paramount Plus is their fucking app is laggy as a bitch.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It's laggy. Oftentimes I search for something, I start watching it, and it's not on my continue watching list if I stop watching
Oh,
it.
that's the word.
I-
And you
so I
gotta
have to-
search for
so
it
then I
again.
have to
That's
search
a pain
for
in the
it.
ass, dude.
It's like,
Really?
yeah, that's been happening for me. And I thought it was just on my phone that would happen. Nope, I went to my Apple TV and it was same shit.
Oh, damn.
So their app needs some bug fixes.
Serious work.
I haven't
Yeah.
had that problem.
Yeah. So
Damn.
yeah, maybe it is just my experience, but that's where I'm at. I don't know if you guys have anything that you're fucking with, but I figured I'd throw mine out there. You don't have to have one, but this week I have been fucking with Outer Range on Prime. Starring
Josh Brolin, right?
Josh Brolin, yes. And it's been pretty good. So it is about a rancher where he finds a mysterious hole, like this just circular hole on a big ass fucking hole on his land. And he starts to look at it, and there's some odd things happening around the town. But also, he's dealing with, the neighbor that he's been feuding with, trying to take his land. Some other shit happening with the family, and them, and it's like this regular west, thing out west. I believe it's in Missouri, where they're dealing with regular shit, everyday shit, but also he's trying to figure out what the fuck is in this hole. And yeah, so it deals with some shit. I'm trying not to give it away.
Sure, no,
as
good.
to what it goes on with it, but it's like it's some murder shit. It's it's a little bit of everything mixed with the what the fuck is in that hole, and and dealing with and like you see a few things that kind of that it deals with like time and space and all that shit, but I'm only about 4 or 5 episodes in, and I'm intrigued. I still want to know more about
many
how
episodes
this
in
is
the
going on. Let me see. Outer Range.
The 40-minute episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
About that 40-minute hour mark. And there are a total of 8.
Oh, okay.
Not
Yep.
bad. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Not really fucking with anything other than the second half of Ozark.
Yeah.
That just dropped. So I watched it all, so I know how it ends and everything and what what happens. But
I know.
that is definitely what I have been fucking with over the
Look at the guy who
over the weekend.
Nice.
Didn't want to give it a shot. Now he's like,
want-
I'm not
I
going
know,
to finish
right?
it before you guys.
I
Right.
couldn't help it, dude. Ash and I just went ham, and we had the time to do it. And
How many episodes is it?
It worked.
Is it 6?
It was 7. I want to say 7
Okay.
new. Yeah, I think 14. They did 7 and 7.
Oh, nice. 7 and 7. It's a good drink.
Nice.
Very.
I wanted to say Tokyo Vice, but I'll be for real. I've only seen like 1.5 episodes of it, and so I wouldn't
kind of
even be
fucking
able
with
to
it.
give you a
Legit.
But
fucking with.
so
a
far,
real
you're enjoying
summary.
it?
I fucked with it, yeah, and I will continue to watch it. But only reason I paused is because I have been fucking with Barry, and I went
you
hard in, and I'm like halfway through the second season.
Nice.
It's so
Damn.
fucking good, though. man.
It's just it is a lot better than I remember when I first saw it. I remember watching the first like episode, but I saw it with wifey, and wifey was like, it's cool. She wasn't like not into it, but she wasn't like, let's watch the next episode. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we saw it like when it came out, so there wasn't another episode to watch, right? So it was like,
Fell off.
yeah. So it was just like, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll watch it next week when the next episode
never-
comes out. And we just never did because other things were out at the same time. Because this is like it was like more than 3 years ago that shit dropped. So, anyways, I decided to pick it back up and picked up right back at episode 2. And it's fun. It's fun. It's funny. It's weird. It's violent. It's gory.
Nice.
But most of all, it's still kind of funny in a dark, humorous way. So yeah, I fuck with it. Definitely, highly recommend if you haven't yet caught up.
Barry.
Start watching it again.
HBO.
All right, fellas.
And it's one of those shows that have the.
Oh yeah.
beginnings.
Oh yeah. It's
I
an
missed that.
HBO original, not
Yeah.
an HBO.
I still hear the
not a Max
Sopranos.
original.
I hear the Sopranos theme after that noise all the time, just by default, or the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Do you have anything else to add to this extremely long and stellar conversation?
I don't know. Does Johnny have anything else on the Fast and the Furious series that he'd like to?
I want to
And on
talk
that
about.
Guys, thank you for staying on for this long ass episode of the podcast. That means you fuck with us, so we fuck with you. So thank you for that. Also, if you want to cop some merch and stay drippy with Drippy, if you like that shirt that Johnny's wearing, that
Casual
sweatshirt,
nerd.
the casual
Oh,
nerd
shit.
hoodie, it's fire. Let us know. We'll throw it on there. insensitivemerch.com to cop some gear. And we love to talk shit about him, but we also just love him as a person. Rocco, if you want to listen to some political nerdy shit, I don't know how the two mix, but somehow they do it on Critical Mass Podcast. So give that a listen if that tickles your
Fancy.
asshole. And
Or your asshole. Sure.
other than that, guys, we love you. Peace.
Peace.